What's up, everyone?
What's going on? What's going on?
Hey, guys.
How's it going?
It's another amazing week. Whose music is
what?
that?
Kick it off with a little.
Oh,
Yeah, look at you
Dude,
guys. I'm not doing
right.
any of this for my week. I'm just telling you right now.
What's up? What's up? We got a lot of people joining in early and hanging out with us early on. So let's see who was first. Who commented first? Let's see. Go all the way back. Jan Now commented first, and always Bendy was after there. And Christina, welcome. Christina, Sheila, what's up? We got Gustavo in here. We got David hanging out with us. Jeremy, what's up, Jeremy? We have Chris hanging out and keeping people, making sure they smash that like button. That's right, Chris. This week, Collectibles hanging out with us tonight. We got Wayne. We got Never Asked. We got Barry in the house. Barry, the channel member. We got Funko UK, another channel member in the house. We got Funko Flywolf.
Is Joanna relaxing that foot of hers? Absolutely not. Why would she be doing that?
What's up, Macklin? What's up, Gator? Got Catfish Billy hanging out with us. Got Mr. Venom. Anna, welcome. All right, we got a lot of people joining in. Shooting Star, what's up? It is CFO night. That's right. We got Daryl hanging out with us too. And let's see how Vince does with this. You gotta say the pops again. You know, the anime pop you open today. Remember that one? Vince?
I was gonna say, I'll be honest. I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear you over the music.
Got a lot of people hanging out. Look at this, Jetman,
11 months.
Wait, here, let's try this one out. 11 months. 11 months.
Whoa!
You guys are going next. What? We're
Fine.
Oh.
Vince, you just have to make the sound effects next week. So you go,
that's
you can make
exactly. I am sure I can come up with something.
Or we got this one for tonight for maybe we got some for super chats here.
That's epic.
Dramatic, like
That's epic.
excitement. Huge hit.
Nice.
What's going on? What's going on, Funko 411? What's going on, Jessica? Pop with the half. Got everyone hanging out tonight. It has been a busy week, of course.
Crazy
Busy week with all kinds of stuff being revealed, coming out. We got plenty to talk about, definitely. Got officials on a lot of stuff. We're still waiting to hear about some other things, but yeah, got some.
So you
got a lot of things going on.
put up a poll already, guys. So feel free to vote. Did you buy something from the sale on the Funko Shop this
So
week?
far, 60% said yes. So far, 60%.
There we go. Super chat, Dave.
Super chat. Wait.
Dave.
This deserves a huge hit. All right.
There you go, Dave. Thank you,
I
Dave.
don't know. Or do you guys like this one better?
Whoa! Whoa!
Definitely the other one.
I kind of like the like whiplash
We
one.
also got like the little wow.
That's that. Did you record me
Whoa.
about 20
it was
minutes
pretty
ago?
much Vince.
Oh,
when Vince
Wayne.
opens boxes. Oh.
Wayne wants to give it a whirl. Thank
Wayne
you.
wants to go. All right, Wayne. We'll go back. We'll go test it out. We'll go the huge hit. All right, Wayne.
It's that little. It's the second one that gets me.
Second one, yeah, absolutely. John
He's
Darling
like
is
cheat
looking
keys.
more
I need to
like
figure out
John
the cheat
Darling.
keys for this.
It's getting pretty crazy, guys. Getting pretty crazy.
Absolutely nuts.
I know. Maybe that's what he's coming back for Halloween. Is that your Halloween costume?
We just crossed over from puberty to skinny caterpillar, so that's where we're at. Right now.
yeah.
Hey, you got to
Vince.
start somewhere. You know what I mean? It's
You
a
gotta start
process
growing out.
before you turn into a butterfly.
It's absolutely terrible. October 1st, this thing is going. So
that's when mine will be starting.
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's rotation, and then mine just stays year round. Sorry.
Yours looks good though. You know, it looks like it belongs.
Yeah, it does.
I need to trim it though. It's starting to get a little. Uh-oh. Chris
crazy.
went in on this.
Here we go.
We saw Chris went crazy on the sale.
Ready? And yeah.
There we go.
So much on sale. So much on sale. So many things.
I love this sale.
I think
I had $350 worth of stuff in my cart. I didn't pull the
trigger.
trigger.
I saw the first question of the night, so I'm sure we're gonna break down the sale and everything. Let's start with the X-Men soda cooler. Yeah. Did you guys buy 1, 0, or multiple coolers?
Would you like my answer?
I was like, oh my god, is everybody frozen?
No, we're thinking of what is the correct.
Here, you need to calculate that. Vince, hold on.
Yeah,
Josh went all out. Josh went all out.
Okay, well, after all that, I figured it out. I'll be honest.
Everybody's answering in the chat, so I like this. Wayne got 2, Gus got 2, Pops with a Hoff got a few, Anna didn't buy one, Dave's buying one tomorrow. The sale, we'll talk more about the sale. But,
yeah, and I'll be 100% honest here. Because now something profound's about to come out because I just said that. I bought one. If we were not opening them up on a YouTube channel, I will be honest, I probably would wait because I'm a little bit disappointed that the Peter Pan ones, I got 2 coolers for the price of 1. Do you know what I mean? $50. They put them up. And I hate to say this, like, I don't think that the X-Men, I'm not saying that I think that I think it's popular. I love it. The sodas are amazing, but so were the Disney Peter Pan ones. Like, I thought those were some of the best of the year, mold wise. So for them to still be there, I feel like, and I said it earlier, Black Friday, here we come. I feel like we got Black Friday sales, and I would wait till Black Friday because I think 12,000 pieces will be there still in November. But I hope I'm wrong, and I hope they sell out a lot faster.
So I might have missed it. Did you buy one? Did you buy?
With that being said, yes, I bought one. And but I prefaced it with saying because I have a YouTube channel. Because honestly, I love the deal. And the 10% was kind of nice. I like that they included that still in the sale. I thought that was very cool to still do that. And $90 for 6 sodas and a pretty cool.
You're getting the Loungefly lunch bag for free, pretty much.
Yeah, I thought it's still a good deal, but
before I get into my points about the X-Men cooler first, how many did you buy? One, Josh? Did you buy a few?
I bought two. I went like crazy pretty much on sodas because saw some soda deals I wanted to grab, stuff like that. I mean, I feel like that's the stuff I wanted for the channel too. Like Vince said, we didn't have a channel. How much would we grab? I think more of the stuff I grabbed because we have a channel, we need different content, and we do Soda Saturday every week. So I need sodas and things like that.
Right.
Now, Peter Pan, I almost was thinking about getting some. But
I bought 2 cases. I bought 2 cases of Peter Pan.
Yeah, for $50. I mean, Chase alone, I think all the chases are worth more than that. So you're pulling out a win first chase you pull.
The way that I kind of looked at it too, if you guys notice how the sale kind of is, like some of the stuff you could tell what has not moved at all because they were 50% off.
Absolutely.
So when you start seeing that, like, I don't know, like going forward, they either got to cut back on the exclusives by a lot and build some hype once again, or man, I'm just going to start playing because I bought stuff over this last month that, man, I could have got half off. And like, I just bought the Dark Trooper like probably about a week and a half ago. I've been waiting. But you finally bought the Dark Trooper and now it's $750. Like,
So that was kind of like, I had 2 quick points I wanted to make, and I'm glad that you said it and you kind of led with this perspective because I saw some people say like, oh, I wish I waited, blah, blah, blah. Like there was no way to know that
No,
there
you're
was
right.
going to be a sale. There was no way to know like that which items were going to be on sale at what percentage off. So you can't beat yourself up for saying, "Oh, I should have waited for one thing, but glad I did wait for another." You know, you just got to collect the way you collect, and you know, you got to make yourself happy at the end of the day. However, my second point though is I want to say kudos to Funko for doing what they did today with the X-Men cooler, because I never remember them doing anything like this with something new. They've had sales in the past over the past few years, but they have never dropped something new automatically 10% off. I've never seen that. And I think it was very wise of them to do that.
I think
agreed.
I think it was. I think also it's so weird. So if you go and look at like the plethora of sodas and stuff, I think that's a great example. There's sodas in there that's been there for a long time. Last New York Comic Con, let's just say that, and they're maybe 50% off. But there are also other sodas. Like a great example is the Luke Skywalker from a Star Wars Celebration soda from like, I feel like it's 2 years ago now. I don't know.
Yeah.
It feels like it's forever. It was only 10% off. I'm like, really? Like, aren't you wanting to get rid of these by now? Like, if you made that many, you think you would have them marked down. It was just kind of weird where some things were, I get like things that been there long should be 50% off. Like things that may be a little more recent, 30 and 20. I think only one or two things were like in the soda realm, 70% off. Like not
well, I did notice that all the unnumbered sodas were 50% off or higher.
Yeah,
which I thought was pretty interesting. But I also think this speaks to a bigger point with the 3-liter sodas in particular. The 3-liter sodas, like this is the time to buy them, and I don't think I'm ever going to buy another 3-liter soda at $40 full price unless it's like super limited or something they drop as like a really hot con drop or something. But I mean, $28 for Oogie Boogie all day. I'm not a
look at
huge
Maleficent. What was Maleficent? $19.99 or something?
Yeah, we bought a Maleficent as well. Like
I was gonna buy another. You know, it's a double-edged sword though too.
Evil Queen was on sale.
Yeah, the Evil Queen. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Evil Queen.
Or whatever. Yeah, whatever the Disney one was. Yeah, Evil Queen.
You know, but John, I think exactly what you said when they're announcing 15,000 pieces. Like I said this when we opened Oogie Boogie in our video. Again, if I don't have a YouTube channel, and I told everybody don't buy this right now, and lo and behold, a week later, you know, it's on sale here. And honestly, next Halloween, I feel like Oogie is still going to be there because 15,000 pieces. I mean, unless they do a couple more of these sales, they're going to sit. And another kind of bad thing. So, like a Maleficent's a great example. Like you look, oh my God, Evil Queen, not Maleficent. I'm going to stop saying Maleficent now. The Evil Queen's a good example. Her chase is still holding pretty good value if I'm remembering correctly. Now, think about how many are not on the market right now. Like, is it really that the demand is so high for that chase, or is it because not even half of these are sold right now? So we're only talking like a quarter of the chases that are out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many are not really sold, and is there really demand the way, you know, yeah, the price is good for it, but is it because it's that 3-liter chase, or is it because there's just not that many opened in the circulation?
And that's a good point. And I mean, I hope Funko does these sales like every 3 months and also like sprinkle them in for like Black Friday, maybe do them around like Prime days as well when everybody's kind of in like sale mode. But if you want something, like this is a huge opportunity, because I have heard people in our circles say, you know, they want the die-cast, certain die-cast pop. They want a 3-liter pop. They want a backpack or the Loungefly bag and pop combo, but it's out of their price range or it's out of their budget. Like, I think it was a bummer for sure that you couldn't stack your not VIP, but your Funko rewards points on top of the sale. But at the same time, like, I kind of understand Funko not allowing you to do it, because
I do too.
They're giving such huge discounts. If everything was 10% off and then they weren't allowing you to stack, I'd be like, all right, come on. But when some of these sodas are 70% off, like, there's really no more room for them to budge. Like, at 70% off, like, they must be losing money at that point.
Yeah. Now, I will say, like, that's one thing with Hot Cash, though. If you have the $5 rewards, like, also on there, you can stack those on top of the Hot Cash. Like Hot
Right.
Topic does allow you to do that, but they don't allow you to use any other coupons. And like if it's a discount thing, then you can't also use the discount.
It's
and
also
your
the
Hot
way
Chat.
they structure it though in a way that you have to spend like $38. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the way
Yeah.
that their pricing is, it's very hard to spend 30 and get the 15 off. You got to be super creative to try to hit that. Usually you got to
I'm
spend like
good. I'm
38
good
or
at that.
40.
Well, they also do like with the sodas, they're like $15.90 and like, you know, $17.
That actually makes it better for us now. They used to be like $14.90. So you get to like right up to that.
That's what it was. Yeah, the
Yeah,
14.
they used to price it that way. Now with the 50, it actually works to us.
You can get a couple mixtures of stuff.
Yeah,
and
you
then
could get a
it.
little mixture better.
I am just such a fan of how Funko did this, and I think there was some. I don't know how you guys felt over the weekend seeing everything. I know I wasn't happy seeing everything that went down at the warehouse sale, and I'm sure everybody in the chat has their own perspective and your own thoughts, and you know, please voice them in the comments and everything. I wasn't happy with how that went down, but then I was really thinking about it, and I was like, there's really no way that they could ever do a warehouse sale that will probably make me feel like it's fair. But this right here, this is beautiful how they did this. Everything across the board. It's open to everybody. It's very easy to get free shipping. You just throw a couple things in your cart. If you were waiting for something, I mean, there's just so many things on sale. When they first announced that they were doing a sale, I was worried that it was only going to be on like items that had been on the site for a long time, or only a few unnumbered sodas, or maybe some random die-cast pops. Like the fact that they put so much on sale, just I don't know. I just think it opens the door to so many people, which is fantastic.
I think it was really nice that they do stuff like this more often because one, it's better for them to do this and get some stuff out of their warehouse than having to wait for a warehouse sale or having to sell it off to a Marshalls or Five Below or something else where then they have to clear it out because they're going to make more money off of it. Even at 50%, they're making more money than they would have to sell it to someone else to sell it at a reduced price. So they're still going to make more money off of these than that. So hopefully this doesn't, I mean, this sale is going to, I guess this is going to prep people. Maybe it's also upping their amount of stuff that needs to go out because they're getting ready for all the New York Comic-Con like stuff to go out next.
Well, I'm fine with this. I'm fine with doing this before a big con. If they want to do this before San Diego and New York, do it. Like, get some of the stuff out of the warehouse because I'm sure there's people out there who want that beautiful Encanto bag, but they don't have $100 to spend on it. But maybe they have 72, you know, like, so there's probably people out there that, you know, there's certain things that it's just a little bit out of their price range. But when this stuff comes down and price with the discounts and everything, gets people thinking and going, okay, all right, I can do something. I could grab.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's going to be good. And like with these sales, like, I don't want to be the dark cloud or anything like that, but
no, we need it. We need it.
I think we also have to keep in mind when there's sales like that, like these are collectibles, right? So when you're getting stuff for half the price, this stuff is going to start flowing back into the market, and it does devalue stuff when, you know, and it shouldn't be all about value. Hey, I'm excited that we're going to be able to get some of the stuff for like another case of the Peter Pan sodas for $50. Like, you're getting 6 sodas and a bag for $50. Like, where's that going to happen? At the same time, it's like, you know, you worry a little bit that they're not going to. I'm hoping that they start learning their lesson. They are going to have to dramatically pull back on what they thought the market was at. You know what I mean? Because it's definitely not there. Like, I don't know if you guys seen and maybe we're going to talk about it anyway, but the Cyclops that dropped on eBay. And when it's the eBay exclusives, you could see how many are sold. Like, after almost, I don't want to say the first full day, but there was only like 2,400 pieces sold. Like, after almost a day. Like, and how many did they make? You know what I mean? Like, did they make 15,000, 20,000? Are they making 40,000 of these now? I'm just wondering where, like, they have to get back to that sweet spot, because I think as a collectible, and I get that they said they wanted to be a toy company. I think they're realizing super quick here that most likely
that's not their demographic, though.
It's not their demographic. You're 100% right. I think they're trying to be something they're not. And I hope they get back to being something
But
that they are.
So that's the thing, though. Like, that's what I don't get about, and this is like big picture, because like, you know, you brought up like how much stuff they make. And I feel like people have been questioning that. I saw some stuff in our group chats and everything. People are like, you know, why are they making so much of this? Why are they making so much of that? I think that Funko needs to be comfortable with being Funko. Like, stop trying to be something you're not. Like, if their revenue stream at the end of the year, if they're a $1 billion company, or what were they up to? They were
up there $1 billion.
They just crossed $1 billion.
I don't think they are anymore, but
at their peak, right? At their peak last year, they hit $1 billion, and they want to be a multi-billion-dollar company. Well, maybe you should just focus on being a really, really, really good billion-dollar company that is great to its customers and very present in the community, and you make things that people want, and then naturally you will start to grow little by little, year over year, you know. And the coolers are a great example, because I saw a lot of people say they weren't getting the cooler, which I feel like a lot of people come Saturday morning when this sale is over are going to regret not picking it up when it goes back to that full $100 price tag. And I get certain people, you know, I saw a lot of people say they only want the Wolverine soda, and they're comfortable with just picking up a Wolverine common down the road. And I get that. So maybe Funko should look at this and go, all right, there's collectors out there who don't need all 6 of these. Maybe we should only do 5,000 coolers, you know?
Yeah. Well, I think that's you know, I think what you said, John, the problem is the day that they went public, they had to keep growing. And what their version of keep growing, and I think that's, you know, maybe why they're making changes at the top, is because their version of keep on growing was just throwing everything at every single, like pop pins, you know, the gold, the this, the that, the other. And I think they started to realize that they can't, you know, that's just not going to be sustainable. So I'm looking forward to hopefully them starting to pull back a little bit. They have to make some of these start selling out. And how do the demand is just not there for the amounts that they're putting out. But I don't think that demand is, let's put it this way. The last I remember was probably 2019, pre-pandemic and all that stuff. I remember like one day waking, like we collected all the Myths pops. One day, Medusa just sold out. Like, and everybody's like, how did this just sell out? And then we went on this string of drops selling out and selling out. Wherever they were then, I think we're higher now. I think we're at maybe more collectors and that kind of thing now, but it's definitely not where we were in the middle, at the middle point. So they have to, hopefully they have to rein things in, because like 12,000 coolers, it's going to, I think it's going to take a while. It's going to take a long while. And not that they probably had these produced. It's not like they could switch at this point, I'm sure, with these, but I want to see stuff selling out. And them not having to do 50% off sales, even though I do love it.
No, I just think it's good because, you know, we are all not immune to what's going on in the world right now. Like, obviously, there's still inflation and a little bit of a cost of living crisis. And obviously, grocery bills are higher than normal. I just noticed, like, our gas went up, you know, 20 cents the other day, and I was like, oh, you know, hopefully it comes back down, you know. So obviously, like, there's things in the world that are affecting our budgets and our ability to buy non-essential items, and Funko is a non-essential item. So I'm happy from a like wholesome community inclusion standpoint that maybe more people can buy some of these items.
Yes.
Your point about the value going down is 100% correct. Like, with more stuff on the market of a certain item, it's going to be less valuable. That's just a matter of fact. But I think most of the items that you're seeing, like these 3 liters and even these 6-pack coolers, like, you're not really going to see, and even like most of these pops, you're not going to see like any sort of like crazy like grail prices down the road with most of this stuff. I think there's going to be very few of these items that are even worth like double retail down the road. I don't think these are the items. These are the items that I feel like are kind of what people can truly enjoy, and they're attainable items for a lot of people. They're not that like 1,000-piece pop that you could only get if you went to the con and you waited in line after you got a lottery spot to be in the booth. Like, that's not what these items are. And I think they need to move out some of this stuff to hopefully then take that revenue, put it into, design an item that is desirable by people, drop it on the site, and hopefully it sells out. Like, that's what they need to be focusing on. So hopefully the changes they're making at Funko, they're looking at research and development, they're looking at marketing strategies, they're understanding their current demographic better. Like, and I say this all from a standpoint of, I'm not running a multi-million-dollar
Right.
/ billion-dollar company. I know I've seen a lot of people comment on our videos and Instagram lately saying like, oh, you don't know what it's like to run a company. And I don't know what it's like to run a multi-billion-dollar company, but I do know what it's like to be a person in this community. And there's definitely changes that need to be made. And I want to see those changes. Like, I want to see Funko succeed. And I think this sale is actually a good stepping stone to get to that success.
I think it's interesting right now. Like, at least if you haven't answered the poll, answer it, because I'll be curious. Maybe if you didn't buy something today, maybe if you want to change your answer, I don't know if you can or not, I forget. But are you going to buy something tomorrow? Because I think it was smart that they kept the sale going to Friday, because a lot of people do get paid on Friday. And I heard several people say, I'm waiting till tomorrow to buy something. So I think, that's something important too, is like making sure you also know your audience. Like, if you always have your sale end or have your sale around a time when people might not have money, like, I think, just like they dropped the San Diego Comic-Con the same time as the box of fun, fun, all this stuff was all at once. I think you depleted a lot of people's money.
The triple whammy of the Fun on the Run box, the San Diego Comic-Con drop, and the box of fun. Never again. Please don't ever do that again, Funko. Like, we spent so much money. I know a lot of people spent a lot of money that maybe they didn't want. Like, you want to spend that much money on those items, right? But you don't want to spend it all within like an 8-day time frame. Like, that hurts so bad, So Linda had a great comment here. She says, they seem to make more money when they release a higher amount of a product and discount it later than making limited items, and then all the money is being made on the secondary market. So I could kind of get behind that, but if that's their strategy, that's not a good strategy.
No, and honestly, what they could do, they can have the best of both worlds. Like, they don't have to limit it to 500 pieces or 1,000 pieces. Like Diz Trackers has been posting how much is loaded into the site. Now, you don't know if that's all that they made. Like, I don't know if you guys have paid attention to that at all.
Yeah.
But I'll see like 16,000 loaded
on the site. Right. Yeah.
So what they should do, but they should say, listen, we're putting 15,000 of these up and they're getting vaulted. Like, they need to just start doing some of that stuff. Like, say this is going to be not even necessarily limited. There's only 20,000 of these pops, and then we're going to vault it. Like, put some emphasis on people wanting to go out there. You got to prey on that FOMO a little bit. And we always say don't buy into the FOMO, but they have to build some of this stuff. You want to have that collectibility.
You have to know there's an end to it. Like, also, you can't play on people like they did for a little while, where they're dropping stuff, selling it out, and then putting it back on the site. And
Wednesday's a good example. Wednesday with the cello is a good example. That came back out, and now it's. I mean, I'm happy because we finally got it. We weren't able to get it the first time around, but like, there's a example. Maybe they got half in, and
So Mikey Collect says, I miss the days when they would do drops, or they would drop an awesome pop on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and it would sell out. If you missed it, you missed it. Those pops are still pretty valuable. They are. There's a lot of those that are still pretty valuable to this day. And I think, you remember those? We had like alarm. I know I had alarms set on my phone. I do
remember those.
And they wouldn't, like, you wouldn't know the day before what was dropping. Like, I think it's impossible to get back to that level of surprise drop, because with all the retailers kind of backing out and they have to put so much on their site. But I definitely think they should get to the point where maybe like every Friday is a surprise blind drop or something, so that everybody goes.
Yeah, you need to mix it up, because I think people like to know it's coming, because then they can say, oh, I need $50 to save to this, or something like that.
Well, I think that's kind of counterintuitive. Like, I think the whole point and the reason for the excitement is because you didn't know what was coming. And then, like, if you now, I definitely agree with you on that, Josh. If it's a more expensive item,
like a cooler, $100 cooler.
I think they should give people a heads up on a cooler, a die cast, a 3-liter. 100%. Give people heads up so they can plan for it, they can budget for it. But a $15 pop, just drop it.
Yeah.
I think $15 is well within 99% of the people's budgets, at least in our community. And then, like, for people that collect. Now, I know there's a lot of kids out there and teenagers now that are collecting, and they might not have as much disposable income. So maybe do some chores around the house, pick up a side job, wash mom and dad's car, do something. You could probably scrounge up $15 worth of, good karma points with them. But overall, $15, just drop it. A soda, a perfect example, a regular size soda, $18 of an exclusive, $15, whatever. Just drop it. Just drop it on the site.
Yeah, I think still though, I think what I would love, man, what I love to know, like back in the day, like think of like Blacklight Carnage, which didn't sell out immediately. Blacklight Carnage, when it dropped, it didn't sell out immediately. Loki sold out within that first day. Like, think of some of those that the black suit Spider-Man sold out fairly quickly, but not instantaneously. Like, how many of those were produced, I wonder? That was a height, but like there's that demand is still there because those, I mean, some of them have come down, and especially Loki, because that one, for many different reasons, have come down, crashing to earth. But like some of those that did, I think that the hype has come down. But I wonder where those were being produced in relationship to what's being produced now. You got to get that excitement back in there with these drops. I mean, I loved the sale. I thought that was great. I thought that brought some hype. It did for me. Like I said, I got like $300 worth of stuff in my cart right now. Tomorrow I have to decide if I'm going to buy any more. I got a couple that I think I'm going to get, and then a couple other ones I was going to get, and overall, I think it was good. It definitely was good, and I'm looking forward to probably more of that in the future.
Well, and to speak to that for tomorrow, and another point that you made, Josh, was tomorrow is payday for some people. I know not for everybody. It's not payday for me or anything. So, but I know some people tomorrow are waiting to get paid to buy something. If you can and you have your eye on something, I would buy it now because I don't foresee another sale till Black Friday at the earliest. I don't think they're going to be doing another one of these sales anytime, at least until after New York Comic Con, and I don't see a reason for them to do it again until Black Friday.
No, I see Black Friday for sure.
Yeah, I think Black Friday is going to be the big one. So, if you're trying to get that Mickey Mouse die cast, you're trying to get one of those Loungefly bags, like this is the time to do it. If you have Funko rewards points that outweigh the percentage of the sale, then, by all means, you can wait. But I have a feeling, I have a strong inkling in my stomach here that it's going to come Saturday, it's going to come Monday, it's going to be next week, and people will be like, oh, I wish I would have bought that, when it was 30% off, 50% off, whatever.
Yeah, the 50% off, I would jump on. Like those Mickey sodas at $9 each.
$9 Mickey sodas. Yeah.
Like I would grab
that. Definitely. Like 10%. You could probably wait till the next one, maybe, and it'll be 10% still, maybe. But yeah, I was trying to think about number wise. Like number wise, I would think 8,000 is about the right number for most things. 8 to 10,000, I think pop wise, you would do really well. I think once you get into that, even if it's 20 or whatever it is, they're not saying, but I think that 8 to 10,000 seems like a good number. Now there might be other things that you could do more, especially anything with a chase, because people are going to buy more of them when a chance at a chase, I feel too. Yeah. So anything with a chase, you can always probably count on more. And probably most of the things with chases have sold out that were pop-wise, I think lately. They have sold out, and within the first, if not the first day, but first couple days, it seems like it.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to New York Comic Con, because that's the next big event on the horizon. How are we feeling for New York Comic Con? I actually put up a poll in my Instagram story just to see everyone's thoughts, if they thought last year's New York Comic Con was better than this year's. And right now, with 120 votes, 80% are saying that last year, 2022, was better than this year. What do you guys think?
I think I think it should be more like 90 to 10.
Well, I will say though, I'm liking this part though. This is something we haven't really seen. We've just seen leaks of so far. Is this? Now I'm liking some of this, not everything.
Did you say you were liking? I'm confused.
Some of this, yes, I'm liking some of it. I'm liking
the
Vampire
Proto. Are you saying the stuff that's different than we got last year? That part I like.
I'm liking the things that are different from last year. I don't know about the things that are the same, but it's interesting because there hasn't been any talks of the Heavy Metal Halloween Box of Fun anywhere. But on the website, it has an FAQ that says, yes, the Heavy Metal Halloween Box of Fun will be available on Funko Europe. But they haven't even announced it on the regular site. They didn't even mention it in there. It was just mentioned something about, I think also you can't use other payment forms like special things like PayPal checkout and stuff like that when this drops. But yeah, what do we think? I put something out there and a lot of people did not like that they're using the same molds over.
I would rather them omit them altogether. I mean, listen, I kind of like the white one with the orange. I kind of like that, but you know what I don't like, man. I hate being this guy. Listen, enough with the Freddies. I mean, we've gotten too many Freddies over the last 2 years. It's gotten to a point now where
let's just make him. Well, he's a little different. He's not. The other one has the thumbs up, maybe. So maybe he's a little different. The werewolf one. I don't know.
I mean, I like the werewolf one on the left. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think the unique ones look great. I like the Vampire Proto. I love that one. I love the Freddy with the
Freddy
mask
with Halloween mask.
Yeah. Love it. Absolutely love it. To see the same ones from the I'd rather them just omit those altogether.
Now we saw Chucky, I think too, right? With the mold, the peace sign mold. I think the paint on thing. At least these are molds, not like. But I guess if you keep reusing the same mold, how often you're going to keep reusing the same mold? At a certain point.
Yeah.
Josh, you just asked the $1 million question. Are we going to get version 3 the next year? I don't know. I mean,
Vampire Proto, it's going to be invisible, transparent Vampire Proto. It's going to be.
Listen, if you didn't get any of these last year and you don't want to go to the secondary market, usually these boxes provide pretty good value for what you're getting. Yeah. So it's fine. I don't hate it. I don't want to sound like I hate it because I don't hate it. It's fine. It's just I don't know. It's not exciting.
Yeah, I saw this and a few people messaged me and I love Freddy, guys. I love Freddy, but all I can say is I feel like drops like this just make the older Freddys just skyrocket in value because so if I was to sit down with somebody from Funko right now and be like, ladies and gentlemen, what are we doing with Freddy here? And I'm fine with Freddy sodas with the same molds if they had one other variant to them. If they had chases. I really think these sodas not having chases is what is not going to sell out this box.
And well, John, I mean, what they could have done, listen, they got 2 spirit ones. Just make one orange and white and make the other one less limited.
It's just the simple fact that, all right, if you're going to go this route and use the same molds, first off, I think it's unacceptable to use the same mold 2 years in a row.
It's a money grab, which I get.
I don't get that because,
I get it as a business, but unfortunately, they do all of everything they do this way. They beat everything to death. Like the blacklight. Oh, the blacklight's going to be popular. Let's shove it down everybody's throat until they can't take the blacklight anymore. Oh, people like Freddy, they go crazy over Freddy's. Let's give them 42 Freddys that have a peace sign that look the exact same, that are painted just a little different. you got to have some of that special stuff. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing too. Like they could have crushed this box. Like I love the theme that they're going with, the heavy metal. It's different.
Yeah, make it a smaller box. Just put 2 sodas in.
Or don't put sodas in at all. Like you don't have to put in sodas with everything now if they're not going to be special. I really think that like whatever sodas you drop, like they need to have chases, especially the con ones. Like if they don't have chases, you are removing so much excitement and hype from the box, because why are like there's no.
I've got some that ain't even open yet from last year.
Yeah, you probably have some that aren't open, but unfortunately, Mikey, the sodas don't have chases. I love the Vampire Proto.
Only one does. That's not part of the box.
Yeah, that's actually the one that I'm most excited about, and that's similar to SDCC, where the soda that I was most hyped about is actually on discount right now in the Funko shop. The Snorkel Freddy, that was the one I was most excited about. I love the mold with the mask, and I love the way that they're doing the pops with the Freddy bones, and like it's the Freddy face off to the side, and then there's the other version where it's his face and then like the bony mask on the side. Like that's cool. I like that. But yeah, I mean, if they wanted to do the low piece counts like this, which also I do support, like make some unique monsters. Like last year, I'm looking at them. Didn't we get a werewolf last year?
Yeah,
like,
I just showed you.
Why are we doing a werewolf again? Like
you got 3 different werewolves, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of other like mascots, or not mascots, like monsters.
I mean, they did a good job last year. Like they were all like new molds, unique. They did a werewolf. They did Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. They did the Fright Night fun one. They did. It was good to see that the spirit one, but then like reusing the werewolf again and the spirit again. Like throw some. Hopefully, we see some other stuff in there. Like we said, we saw some other things, but hopefully, a lot of them aren't just using the mold like they did for the Box of Fun, where they could just paint over it. I love these. From last year because they were unique molds.
Yeah,
that's the key.
Right. So Brenna loved the Jekyll and Hyde from last year, and that was fantastic. Paul also had another great comment. He said, "Keep in mind all these releases we've been seeing this summer and fall probably have been in the pipeline for a while. I don't think we've begun to see any of the realignment efforts just yet." And Paul,
I agree with that.
1000% agree with that.
Totally agree with that.
It's just my issue is there's no excuse for to use the same molds year over year.
Yeah, that wasn't a good idea 2 years ago. It wasn't a good idea 3 years ago. So like they should know better. But I mean, I'm not surprised at all. And and
I'm still gonna buy a box. Like that's the thing. I'm
so me too. I'm sitting here complaining, but
I'm sure. Like Linda asked, will these boxes be limited or unlimited? They have to be limited because look at the low piece counts on the soda. So if I had to guess, last year what did they do? 10,000 boxes?
Well, I think we saw the leak of like the monsters, whatever the monsters that aren't glow, the regular monsters times 4.
I think they were 2,500. So I think they were 10,000. I think the box is going to be 10,000 pieces.
Was it 10,000? I feel like it was more than that.
Last year it was 10. I'm like 99% sure it was 10,000. So
I want to say it was 20,000. What was the 2 monsters or there was what was the 2 you could get the pops? What were they numbered to?
Like
I thought they were numbered to 10.
One was Hannibal, right?
Hannibal was one.
Weren't they numbered to 10,000, and then you got the same Freddy's in all the boxes?
You got 2. You could get different Freddy's.
Oh, that's right. It was 10,000 per, and there was 2. All right, so
everyone got the Hannibal, or everyone got.
I just remembered it was kind of like it wasn't really like super.
Chase, I'm taking his word for this. 24,000. Yeah, last year was 20,000. Yeah, because Nosferatu was at 10K, and then Hannibal Lecter was.
Well,
10K.
at 24,000, I don't anticipate this selling out. So.
No, I don't know if I do either. And
I think if people see these leaks, they might less likely be able to sell out.
That's the other thing I'm kind of upset about. So somebody messaged me with a video, and I know they were doing it like I think partially to like let me in on what the leak was or like what the box contents had, but I felt like they were also kind of like bragging, which I didn't really appreciate. But whatever, like they got the box early, and they said they got multiple boxes. So that just kind of made me upset. Like how do people have these in hand so far in advance? Like once again, there's some backdoor deals going on, and I don't know if Funko employees are being shady or they're selling it to their friends or somebody's intercepting the shipments halfway through. Like
I think all that stuff always happens. I mean, it's going to happen in everything.
So here's two of the
but it wasn't like this, Vince. Like back in the day, it was not like this. There'd be like pictures that leaked maybe, but like people having the full boxes in hand and selling them, like people already have.
You know why though, John? Because there's money to be made.
Yeah.
Back when probably, before pre-2019, this didn't happen because there was not that there wasn't pops that were valuable, but there was not like, think of the Fun Day boxes even in 2019. Like it wasn't like this.
No, it wasn't. The secondary market wasn't as alive as it is now. So what's up, Jonathan? Yeah, the stash is still with us.
2 more leaks. We got Casey Jones Freddy, and then we got another heavy metal like Freddy with the thing on the side kind of leak.
I love the Freddy Bones. I've heard a lot of people are excited for the Casey Jones Freddy. So
I wonder how many Freddy Bones they're gonna make though. Like different T-shirts, glow.
That's the thing too. Like if they make all these variants, I'm just gonna get one. Like I don't have.
But I'm okay with that. Like if I buy a box, I hope that I get one of these in the box, and I don't care what shirt and I don't care what combination. But if I get one of them, I'm happy. And if it's a 3,000 piece, I'm also happy.
Right.
All right.
It's too good not to get. You know what I mean?
That's true, Brenna. It's a complete flip. With SDCC, we got no leaks, and now we basically know everything that's in the box. I prefer no leaks.
Now we know everything, at least in New York Comic Con, and everyone has had a glimpse. I feel like I almost like that Top Pops got this one. That's great because Funko's working with influencers.
Guys,
he deserves it, and I think it shows that they finally woke up again. Like maybe they have a marketing team that actually wants to connect with people and stuff. But also too, it takes the pressure off of all of us to have to do a video of a haul video. We can just get what we really want and not have to show off as much. Because look, we'll just like point to Top Pops video and say, "Hey, check out his video. He's got everything."
I think you can still show off.
No, I think so.
God, you're excited for your collection, but I think this is one of the most genius like marketing tools in their pocket, and Tristan did a great job. So shout out to him and his team for the video and everything. They should do this routinely.
Well, give John, I mean, don't you think that he does a much better job? Listen, not to throw anything, but like when they would do the lives or whatever they would do.
Those people had no idea what they were talking about.
It's not even, I thought that you did a fine job, but I just don't think it was set up like this. Tristan knows what he's doing. He's professional when he does it. He delivers the information much better. They looked better. The way that they put him on the spinner looked better. He's going to do a better job because that's what he does. And why, whatever they paid him, or if they just paid him with the pops or whatever, it's well worth their time and energy. And really, they should be using people with audiences as big as his, because I think he's got more reach than not if they just put it on their page, but he's got more reach than what they were getting with what they were putting out before.
And he's got more reach than everybody combined,
Yeah. And I think, I do. I think it was great.
I think it also is like, okay, maybe this is, one partnership with him, hopefully more. He puts out enough videos. He has a great audience and things like that. And then they could test it with other influencers, other things. And I think, that's what they really need to get into, is like figuring out how that works, because I think it's a better idea for them to tap into people that are already doing this than trying to create this team that does it like we saw before, that try to do their own thing every week, and then people disappeared and people came back, and then
they would have to pour a lot of money to do it the right way. They got to pour a lot of money into it. They don't need to do that. The way that the world is now, you don't need to do that. You can let other people do that. Heck, send me one soda. I will show that in every nook and cranny in my house if they'd like me to. But no, seriously, I mean, you give it to people that know what they're doing, and they're going to do the work for you. I mean, it's as simple as that.
And
I think
Marcus made a great point. He said Tristan's a grateful person, and which is something that's very likable about him. He is a very grateful person. He's a very humble person. And if you guys have the opportunity, hopefully, to meet him at some point in person, you will see that humbleness just exude from him and his entire team and his family, which is great.
they're Canadian. I love Canadians.
They're Canadian. That's what it's all about. And speaking of Canadians, somebody put in the chat, how come Funko doesn't ship to Canada? I don't understand why. Like, that's like the biggest oversight in our Funko solar system right now. The fact that the biggest Funko influencer is from Canada and they don't even ship like that. That should be at the top of their whiteboard for 2024. How do we get these pops to all the Canadians, eh? Like, come on, get them on all the maps.
Well, I've got 2 bridges within an hour of me. I'm more than happy to drive them over for you guys.
Yeah.
Hey, at least he didn't get any damaged pops, too. You know,
oh, God.
they sent him over.
You had to say that.
At least he didn't get any. But I think also
that would have been so bad
before they had the the warehouse right. I mean, really, Canada was like what, an hour away from their old warehouse. At least now they could say, "Oh, our warehouse is farther away." But before it was like, Canada's right there. But now I think also with this, it'll be interesting to see like how they really, I don't know. I think it's all about licensing a lot of times when they can't send to different places and how that works. And that's really what it comes down to. But we do have a ton of different stuff. I wanted to show this because it's the blanket one, and then I have one for each one. But I wanted to talk about retailers real quick because we got no Myers. Sorry, Vince, you can't help everyone out.
Mears, I got a new friend at Meyer now.
Myers. No Myers this time.
We say Myers here in Michigan because we had an S to everything at the end.
There you go.
It is just Meyer, though.
Meyer. Okay. So Hot Topic only has 1 pop this time. That's crazy for Hot Topic. I mean, that's the smallest amount of Hot Topic I've seen in a long time. Got a couple Targets. We got some box lunches. But if you look at this number, like, think how small this is to our San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
That's good.
Craziness. No, it is.
No, that's
like, I
super
feel like
good.
There was too much. Way too much.
And what I'm buying is even smaller.
Yeah. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate you.
All right. Let's go. First up, I'll get the anime out of the way for you guys. I did it first. So.
Cool molds.
Hey, I want to give myself some shameless plug here. I talked about a lot of anime in today's video. Okay, that was tough for me to.
Now that was the most valuable stuff from New York Comic Con.
And I studied. I did my homework. I really tried my best efforts to say the names correctly. So at least skim through the first portion of today's video because I had to cover some anime and I really wanted to do it right. So hopefully I got some bonus points today.
So 2-pack. I think the 2-pack will do well. Demon Slayer. This one will do well.
Yeah.
It was shared. Who is this? Was this shared by anyone? Box Lunch. Interesting share. Box Lunch. I don't remember 2-pack being shared with Box Lunch for a while. It's been
not that I can. I mean, I wouldn't remember that. Let's be honest. That's not something I would retain.
I don't think. I don't think any of you guys are going for either one of these.
No.
Didn't think so. All right. Now the Loungefly is the only thing that Tristan didn't show off with the pop, right? I don't remember seeing.
No, he didn't.
No, I don't remember seeing any backpacks.
No, I think this, and it looks really cool. I think this one looks really good. For a pop, at least the form and the bag looks cool if you are into that. I don't know. I think Bleach will do well. Yeah, Ichigo will do well. I think that'll be a hot one, especially Con Sticker one.
Yeah.
Con Sticker people will be going crazy for.
So far I'm free. Not buying anything.
Right. I'm free too. I'm not probably going to get anything here. We know our One Piece here will be like $500 out of the gate with the Con Sticker.
Yeah, I'm gonna be interested to see with all this hype. I watched the Netflix show.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Oh yeah,
Like I knew I would.
12 seasons, right? They're talking about 12 seasons.
I hope they do 12 seasons because I love the first. I watched every episode and loved every one. It was like, listen, I've watched some of the cartoon as well. I've watched several episodes of the cartoon now. But this was just sped up and like they got to characters quicker and
good.
Like, it was actually really well done. If you love pirates as much as I do, I love that show. See, even me and my wife watched it together. We watched the whole season.
There you go.
I've heard really good things. I've heard really good things of both people that watch the anime, but also people that haven't watched the anime really enjoyed it too. Like that, you don't have to be an anime fan to enjoy it because it's not necessarily full anime. You know how they do it. So
no, it's cool. I loved it. We don't have to do the Luffy hour or anything like this, but I did love it.
You're not going to go after all the pops now, One Piece pops.
No, I've been squirreling them away. I haven't been like actively buying them.
Yeah, but
like if I get them, I squirrel them away. I got a decent amount. I probably got 12 or 15 already. That's how many there are.
Wow.
Inuyasha, I know Shannon likes this anime, but I don't know if we'll grab any of these pops.
Shippo the horse. I don't know why I remember his name, but
he looks like a big balloon. That's what he reminds me.
Yeah, I kind of love
like a Macy's Day Parade balloon.
But I'm also debt free on both of these because neither will be in our pickup.
Yeah. All right, sodas first.
Not grabbing either one of these either. How about you guys?
Nope.
Probably grab Momo. Momo, My Hero.
You guys collect My Hero though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we have quite a few of the autograph ones.
Yeah,
but the sodas have kept too. I don't think I might get Lord Zed just to open them, but I don't know.
If the chase was different, I might be a little more excited, but I don't. Again, possibly on Lord Zed that I'd get one, and again, that would be a channel purchase more than a personal purchase.
I think I kind of want to see what the Power Rangers are going to look like before I get the other characters.
I think he's GameStop, right, too? So I think it would be fun just to find him in GameStop if he's available in GameStop or something like that. Go after
What's up, Aaron? You're not late. We're just getting into NYCC. Perfect timing.
Just getting started here. Guys, I swore off Nuggets.
Yeah,
I swore off the Nuggets until they put out the perfect Nugget. 100% I am buying this Nugget. I don't care if I got to sell all the rest of my Nuggets. I love this one.
I'm gonna say this, and people might like think they're on something right now. This McNugget is better than all the Freddies.
Yeah,
this McNugget is really good. The pails made it. If they just made
pails have faces, like come on.
The pails 100% made it, and I love this one. I love the pumpkin one they did a couple years back, but this one's even better. So this is 100% on our list.
Yeah, super cute.
I think this one is really it's on my maybe, but I think if nothing else, this is a good Halloween decoration.
It's unique. It's original. It's cute. It's Halloweeny. It's got a little Frankenstein monster vibe.
Imagine if this was like the 1,000-piece con exclusive.
They should mix it up.
No, they should not, because I actually want this one.
Dude, they should pull a Sour Patch. You guys remember the Sour Patch kids?
Yeah.
All of them were commons, and then the one green one was 1,000 pieces.
1,000 pieces.
They should Sour Patch these McNuggets and make one McNugget like 500 pieces, and everybody goes nuts because they need that one McNugget for their collection.
I think it should be a 20-piece.
Papa Paul, you did hear me correctly, because what makes Funko succeed, and you can see it in the items that are home runs, are the creativity, the design, and the originality, and that's just three things that the Freddies have been lacking for the last year. This McNugget, as silly as it may be, is super awesome.
So I came up with the idea just now. I think McDonald's needs to get on this partnership with Funko. They partner with Pokemon and everyone. Partner with Funko and make mystery minis of all these different McNuggets to put in Happy Meals. and get people after. You know how many people in here probably would be starting to buy their Happy Meals to eat for their lunch if you throw in some mystery mini Funko McNuggets and stuff like that.
I'm right there with you, Mr. Venom. I might see if we can order up some McNuggets.
All right, and no heart.
This is for
Cool.
Care Bear, for the Care Bear people out there. This is a great con pop. You know what I mean?
This should have been a 3,000 pop though. Like I feel like
they should have pulled like the ogre
pop. Like make it kind of harder to get, but not too hard, so it's worth $50. You know?
Yeah, like the ogre from Gummy Bears.
Yeah.
This would have been perfect. Maybe they will. Maybe we will find that out. Doubt it, but
no, I think they put all the ones with stickers on them. All right, another rat and pigeon. Pass.
Mikey Collects, have a great night. Thank you so much for coming out. Polly Pigeon and the Pizza Rat. I think we're good.
Yeah,
we're good.
I've got a couple of both, so I think we're good on
yeah, I'm good with the ones I got last year. I got con stickers from the con I went to, and now I'm good.
It was cool the first time. It was acceptable the second time.
Why not number these too? Like
they have numbered a few of them in the past.
Yeah, they have.
Let's number them. So, and they're not show exclusives or anything like that. So it's like you can buy them on the Funko show. They'll still be here next year.
These, I feel like the Polly Pigeon and the Pizza Rat, they do serve a small audience. I know that some people do like collecting these, and this is how I think Funko could absolutely crush it with two original, like non-licensed characters like this. First off, you take the con sticker for whatever that year is, and you put it on their shirt, or you put it on the Pizza Rat's bandana, right? And then just make them like 500 pieces and watch everybody go ballistic. Because these, like, if you made those 500 pieces, yeah, sure, out of the gate, they'd be like $200-300, but they would plummet so hard in price. Like a month later, anybody would be able to pick them up, and then it would make people happy because then they have something that's very limited in their collection, and then every year they could look forward to, like, oh, I'm getting that limited Pizza Rat, or I'm getting that little, limited Polly Pigeon. I need that, But if you put the con sticker for that specific year, it just adds a little touch of creativity, Excuse me.
Toxic Avenger, I think I'm going to go after.
Toxic Avenger is a good one. I get Toxic Avenger mixed up with the what was the guy from the what was the other guy? I can't even, now I'm getting mixed up with the guy that I can't even remember his name. I remember back in the 80s, there was another show. There was the Toxic Avenger, and then there was the other. Oh, Swamp Thing is what I'm thinking.
Oh, those are good pops, too. I like that. I have that whole set. That's a good pop.
Yeah, and Toxic Avenger, I like this one. I don't think I'll add this one, but this, I think, is a good con pop as well.
I don't think it'll be hard to get. It's going to be at Target, too, so I think it's a good and unique one. I like it. They didn't make 20. Hopefully, I think this is all they need to make of them. Like, just have the one out there.
Yeah, I think you're right.
All right, I want to shout out this comment before we get too far behind here. So Roy came in and said, "Hey guys, I love all of y'all's videos. Your videos help me get through my rough days. You guys always lift my spirits with all your great and funny content. Keep up with the awesome videos." Roy, that means so much to the three of us. So thank you so much for coming in tonight and dropping that great comment. So.
It does, and you guys help us get through some of our weeks as well. Believe it or not. I'm going to just put that out there. What do you guys think of that?
Oh, thank you, Brandon. Yeah, he said, so Brandon backed him up, said we're the three best Funko channels on YouTube. Definitely not the best 3 Funko channels, but I'm proud to be in anyone's top 20. But yeah, like Vince said, you guys help me get through. And right now I'm in the middle of some like really crazy tough weeks. So you guys help us just as much as, we evidently helped you guys. So thank you. It's a mutual community.
It is. It really is. You guys give us as much as we give you. Trust me.
Always like the comments and the appreciation we get, and sometimes, even the random like DM that we get, from someone, or the random comments, with someone, like, it always makes your week, makes it better. It also, we put a lot of work and heart and soul into making this, and we try to do different things. Like this week, I put out several shorts. You know, we were very wanted to do that and add that to the channel more and more and things like that. So all the kind of things to appreciate. Like I think that we appreciate you guys so much when you support us back. We hear those comments, but I love it sometimes when the people you don't even know. Okay, so I went to Halloween Horror Nights. What was that? 2 weeks ago, something like that. About 2 weeks ago, I think. We went to Halloween Horror Nights, and we were out there. And someone ran into me and said, "Are you Professor Josh?" Like, hey, I love your content and stuff like that. Just randomly at Halloween Horror Nights, and then the next day we were back at Universal, just going around, and some other guy with his wife and his two little kids came up to me and he was like, "Hey, are you Professor Josh? I recognize you from YouTube. I love your video," and stuff like that. And I'm sure his wife's like, "Oh man, who is he talking to? What is he doing?" Like you can tell, but it's fun. Like I'd rather someone come up to me and say something like that than be embarrassed or think I'm going to be mad and don't want to talk to them or that kind of thing. Because most likely you like the same things we do. Like the people that talk to us, we talk to all the time, whether it's through comments or DMs or whatever, you like the same stuff we do all the time.
Yeah. So AJB, I get that comment a lot. We all watch for the ladies. I can attest to that. And somebody asked earlier in the stream, I meant to answer. I don't know if they're still here, but they asked if we ever bring our wives on. We have brought our wives on to a PFO. We definitely should do that again soon. We should have.
We should. We haven't done that in a while.
I will say though, I think I know for Shannon's sake too. She kind of likes Thursday nights because she can go read.
You get some freedom.
It was like when I used to go out and go to the pub with the guys on Thursday night, kind of thing. Like she'd be like, "Go ahead, go." Quiet night at home, like Jack.
See, my wife's the opposite. She's actually participating in the chat right now.
I know. But yeah, we need to have our ladies' night again, definitely.
Yeah, we definitely need to do that.
With the holidays coming up and all that fun stuff, I think.
Susan had another great comment too. So thank you so much for everything you do, Susan. She said she agrees. She's been going through a lot lately. She's had a rough season in life, and your content live streams have been such a bright spot. I was just telling Joanna, I think that this is that time of the year. It's really rough out there because it's back to school. It's back to work for some people. It's that grind before the downhill slide to the holidays. So I think this is actually the worst time of the year. And I think we're all feeling it. So everybody just keep your head up, take a deep breath, and get some coffee
for each other.
That's gotten me through some of my tough days.
And we all have everyone has their own thing going on in their life and everything else. So I say also be nice to each other, even if it's that's the biggest thing is be nice to other people in comments and things like that in other places. Even if someone posts something they're excited about, don't down them. If they're excited about it and you're like, why are you excited about that? They're excited about it. Let them be excited about it. Yeah. I think a lot of people, everyone has their own things they're excited about or and do stuff. But I think that also too is, we all get negative comments or negative posts or emails, and sometimes it can make you have a bad moment or a
you get negative emails. People email you negative stuff. Somebody sits down and goes, "What's Professor Josh's email again?"
Josh, you got to send me those emails, please.
I haven't gotten I don't think we've ever gotten a negative email.
But I think that kind of thing is
negative letter.
That's impressive. That's dedication right there.
Now, if you get a typed letter, you just be worried. Please.
I'm waiting for that day.
Jim,
what's going on? What's
Good
going
to
on,
see you
Jim?
in the house.
What's up, Jim?
All right, what do we got? What's the next exclusive?
All right, so we got Toxic Avenger. A lot of us like it. I think a lot of people did. All right, so I talked bad about Indy with snakes last week or a week before, maybe.
You did, but I thought you were coming around on him.
But I said once I saw it out of box, I liked it.
Yeah,
because it's different enough. There's a lot of difference. Inbox, you can't tell. When they showed that glam shot of the inbox, you could not tell. But out of box, it looks good. Now, if it glowed, like the torches glowed, that would be even fire. Right?
That would even be more fire.
Yes.
I like Indy. Won't be picking up Indy. Darth Maul, though, man, even though I got like 10 Darth Mauls, this might be one of my favorite ones. I love his stance. I love the metal legs. I'm definitely getting Darth Maul.
His eyes a little closed, not the like.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to take this Darth
eyes.
Maul just out of the box. I don't think like this isn't going to be a Grail one day, in my opinion, or anything like that, because we've gotten so many Mauls. But this just looks like a really cool pop. I love seeing it out of box, and I think I'm going to take this one out of box when we get it. Yeah, Brandon, I get it.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, huge disappointment for me that this is the only Star Wars item.
That I understand.
I'm making an executive decision, and I am voting with my wallet, and I will not be buying this because this is another thing kind of similar but different than the Freddy thing. Like the Freddy thing, they're just being lazy. This is just, I don't know if they just have their hands absolutely tied with the licensing, but I don't think that's the case because there are so many amazing characters right now, literally on the small screen week to week right now.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you.
I don't flippin' understand. And there's no way that the representatives from Lucasfilm on behalf of Disney are saying that, like, hey guys, we don't want you to make a new Hera pop in the Ghost. Like, it's not like they're saying, they're going to them and saying, Funko, we don't want you to make any money off of our new characters. Stick to somebody who is not even alive anymore, you know? And like, yes, this is a cool Darth Maul, and he's got the robotic legs, and, you know, I guess if you could stretch it, like somebody was trying to argue, they were saying like this Darth Maul is relevant because we just saw the Night Sisters, you know, and they were the ones who gave him the, you know, the metal legs in the Clone Wars. And I'm like, that's such a, like, Funko does not think like that. They are like scratch the surface.
No, this
when it comes to Star
Wars.
This
is them beating a dead horse type of deal. Like,
they just don't.
Jack Skellington, Darth Maul, Stitch. We can go through. You know, there's probably 7 or 8 people that.
But
they just...
if you want to go back to what we were talking about in the beginning with Funko wanting to take themselves to the next level, I don't think they understand the dedication of the Star Wars fan base, that people will literally fill their houses with giant, you know, helmets of different clone troopers, and as realistic as it can get, lightsabers. Like, there are so many diehard Star Wars fans, and if you give them a character that they have to have for their collection, and they might not even be Funko collectors. Like, if you go on TikTok or you go on Instagram or you go on YouTube and you search like Star Wars content creators, I guarantee you almost all of them have at least one Star Wars Funko Pop in their background. I've seen so many people with that Captain Rex NYCC pop in their background. They're not Funko collectors. Yeah, I have actually. They're not, but they picked it up probably when it came out because they needed, you know, they were like, well, that's flipping awesome. I want to have that for my desk. I want to have that for my display. They didn't buy it because that pop was going to be $500 in 2023. They bought it because it was cool. And I feel like, and I'm going to be making at least one piece of content surrounding this topic, so I don't want to go too far off the deep end, but there's just so many characters that Funko could make. I'm at the point now where I don't get it. Like, I feel like they just don't want our money.
Yeah, I mean, I won't go off topic too far, but I seen a leaked list of some stuff that's possibly going to be coming out with Star Wars.
Yeah, I want to address that.
And like, that stuff is ridiculous, quite honestly. I don't want to get to, because some of those are like super obscure characters that we already have.
Yeah.
And some are being less obscure at this point. Whatever. We don't have to talk about it now because there's probably
the only thing I want to say in regards to that, there's several pages on Instagram that I think actually do the community a disservice because they put out these rumored lists or these leaked lists, and most of the time they're not accurate. They're putting out just like these blanket you know, aimless rumors with.
And Funko used to crack down on them, and then they did
use to crack down on them, and I don't know why like that, but I think some of the stuff they put out will eventually come out, but it's not all true. So don't believe those lists. Don't take those to heart. You just got to take them with a grain of salt.
Okay, well,
And
I'm taking it
Sam,
with a grain because I
Sam,
definitely.
if they don't come out with a Balin Skull Funko Pop for San Diego Comic-Con next year, I don't know what they're doing. That character to me, Star Wars Ahsoka side tangent right here. He is the highlight of the Ahsoka show for me.
Agreed.
Aside from what happened to the actor in real life, his character is absolutely beautifully. It's just so well done. His character arc is so interesting, and it's a shame that we're not going to have him in future on seasons and in other pieces of Star Wars content. But he is my number one desire. It used to be Asajj Ventress, now it's Balin Skull, and Shin Hati is right behind him. Like, her character is pretty awesome as well, and I think we're going to be seeing her in multiple follow-up pieces of Star Wars content for the next probably 3 to 5 years, which is going to be pretty awesome. But I digress. They dropped the ball with Star Wars, once again. They did better this year in 2023 than 2022, but they need to kick it up a notch. And that's why I'm not getting Darth Maul. I'm not even going to get it to have it in my collection and be like, oh, I'm going to support, and I want to grab the Star Wars, the only Star Wars item from New York Comic Con, but no, I'm not going to do that.
So I thought this was funny when I was pulling this stuff up. This is all stuff directly off of Funko's website, right, for New York Comic Con, the info stuff. So I get the Harry Potter 100-year Looney Tunes mixture WB stuff being all on one slide. I do not get all these others. They're just like, we got some leftover pops. We don't want to single them out.
We got some random stuff that you guys will be able to pick up for a while.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah, this page was all. I don't know.
I don't get. Maybe this is stuff like, this stuff's not going to sell that well, so we'll just kind of show it here.
Let's see. I hope the 100-year is almost over for WB, because, like, give me some Looney Tunes by themselves. Like, I'd love to get another Porky Pig, like, in the nice Looney Tunes box.
Have we ever got a Babs Bunny, like, by herself? Like, I don't know.
No, like,
I don't think so.
She's Velma or whatever, and
I think somebody just said it in the chat perfectly, and this is exactly how I feel. Aaron said it. Thank you, Aaron. I want regular Looney Tunes pops, not crossovers. I've seen that so many times. Like,
we got Yosemite Sam last year, NYCC last year. I love Yosemite Sam. I love that pop.
Yeah. I feel like the only Looney Tunes we got were the NFT stuff too. Like,
and Yosemite Sam last year, and then the 4 NFTs. Then everything else has been the mashup. I'm looking forward to the WB 100-year to be over, hopefully soon.
Well, the Disney 100 year is over.
The 100-year for Disney, same thing.
It's over. No, it's over. I've seen, so at least I can speak from a Lego standpoint. They've retired just about all the Disney 100 items, so it's coming to an end. Yeah,
good.
So, and then why do we get a Willy Wonka 3-liter? Anyone? Don't buy this when it launches. Buy it.
You know what I don't like about this is what they got to do with the 3 liters. Listen, Funko, listen. Don't blow up the little sodas in the 3 liters. Just don't do that at all. I don't like any of the ones that they blew up from, like, because this looks like the soda more or less. I know it's probably not identical, but just the blown up version. And Willy Wonka makes no sense as a 3-liter at all for any reason. And don't do that anymore. And these other 3 things, and I hear some people kind of excited about the I believe these are the Frog Brothers from Lost Boys.
Yeah, I mean, I think
I hear people kind of excited about those. I'm not, but I hear some people.
At least they have a chase that's a little enough different, like 2 different things about them with steak and like the mud on them and stuff.
Yeah, I think overall for kind of obscure characters, like I had to look up who they were before I made the reel that I made because I didn't recognize them. So I think, but they're only 5,000 pieces each, right?
Yeah.
I think
that's fine.
Perfect. I think that satisfies the need for that audience. With the Willy Wonka 3-liter, I don't know what the heck they're thinking. Like, I get that there's the only standpoint where I can see they might have a shred of a leg to stand on is the fact that there's the new Willy Wonka like prequel movie or like backstory movie coming out.
Yeah, but
which
Yeah,
actually
that's
looks
fine, but
pretty
still,
good.
3-liter makes just zero
But
sense.
you're right,
Like,
but
it's
well,
just
it
so.
would. Yeah, I mean that's why I'm saying it's like a very small leg that they could stand on. But yeah, just wait for this to be on clearance because I don't see this selling out for another
No.
2 years.
And what happened to poor Scooby? I mean,
Yeah,
it looks like
is
he
that
just finished.
is
Like,
that a rewind?
Yeah, it's
yeah,
a
it's the
rewind.
only rewind for New York Comic Con. It does have a cool chase because it's one of the villains, of course. But that Scooby looks terrible compared to like Scooby back here. Actually,
I mean,
Sam,
Josh,
Scooby
I mean, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but all the rewinds look
looks
pretty
like this.
terrible.
That
Yeah.
Scooby should not like that. Why is he so?
If
I-
you
he
guys
looks
seen
like a
it
bowling pin.
in one our
looks like a
video when I opened the one rewind that I bought, like when you compare it next to soda, they just I don't know, they fall way short. I really don't mind the packaging. I'm looking at my other than my Marvin got completely destroyed in the box. The packaging, I think, it really does look cool, but the figure just does not. It just is not there.
If anything, I feel like the Scooby rewind here just makes people want to go back and get the actual soda.
Yeah.
If anything, it's just like an advertisement for people to go buy the sodas.
You know, it's cool what they did. They did it where, you know, the chases are like completely different characters. Like that's all cool and stuff. It's just, I don't know. I don't. Whatever. Let's move on. I don't want to be negative. Let's move on because
really quick. I want to cover the Harley Quinn really quick because I love Harley Quinn. Somebody said Harley Quinn was a little.
I feel like we have this exact pop already.
They made a very similar
with this
version
almost
of,
exact hairdo. Maybe the mallet is not in the middle, but
I think she's like holding it over her shoulder or something. But
yeah, like
I mean, as far as Harley Quinn, that's another DC character like we've gotten plenty of, not really relevant to anything going on with DC at the moment. So I don't know. They could have done a little bit better, but I'm sure people will still grab her.
I just screenshotted that comment.
Harley Quinn is
it's on there forever now. YouTube
10 3-liters instead of a rewind. Wow. Okay.
She forbade me from getting a rewind. Forbade.
Really?
Yeah, she said do not bring it. I got one.
Did you go to
Listen, I got more popsies than I have rewinds. Let's just put it that way.
Keep forgetting popsies are a thing.
Are they though?
All right. And won't even talk about the other one. I don't think anyone else will.
No.
All right.
Oh, is that Wonder Woman? Listen,
Owlbear, you know.
We got the brown owlbear for the NFT, which I was kind of excited about. Now we got a white one. At least they should have made it flocked or something.
Yeah. It's going to be probably pretty easy to get, too. You know what?
Yeah.
That's one thing they haven't made yet. Have they made any flocked NFT pops?
No.
See?
I don't think so. No.
Do some flock, do some diamond, get some special stuff going on.
I'm excited for these Freddies.
I think the Freddies over here, everyone wants.
This is the best Freddy soda because the jack-o'-lantern, or it's a different color scheme, but then it's glow as well.
I love the mask too.
Yeah,
the mask is like the
soda.
old school Halloween mask from like what the 60s probably.
Now,
Maybe
I forgot that this Blacklight Freddy was 1,000 pieces, so I would definitely like to get this, but I am not paying like $700 or whatever.
I think I would be happy with the other one. I like the other one because it actually looks like the big Funko mask too, the Freddy mask.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Like it's good detail on it and stuff. When I saw it out of box, someone took a picture of it, sideways the other way, and it looks good. So. I think I would definitely get in the sodas. I think the sodas will be on there for a while. So if you can't grab them that day, I think they'll be there. There are 15,000 of them. How many snorkel Freddies were out there? Like they're still there and they're on clearance. So
yeah, that one actually, I
think this Halloween one's better than the snorkel one now.
Yeah, I think Halloween's better.
Yeah, I thought the snorkel one was really good, but yeah, I like this Halloween one even more.
What's the piece count on this one? I can't see.
15,000.
15.
15. So it'll still probably be there for a while.
Yeah.
I was wrong, Vince. You were right. You were right about the snorkel Freddy. I thought it was gonna sell out, or I don't know. I thought it was gonna be gone by now, and you said it wasn't, and you were right. So
no, unfortunately,
I think people are just kind of over Freddy.
Now, Is this weird that the mascots are all for sale at the booth?
So I heard an interesting rumor that there was supposed to be some sort of Funko Fright Night-ish event, and that these were going to be event-only pieces for people that could go. So
Yeah, I'm sure.
And then Brian Mariotti left, and
I don't know. They couldn't come to an agreement with like the Reed Pop people at New York Comic Con in the Javits Center or whatever. So
they probably didn't want to have a repeat of last year. And
yeah, probably
actually have a seat.
But these are awesome. Like these 4 pops, I actually think are going to have a ton of value down the road because they're all, you know, original Funko characters, unique molds, glow pieces. Like I think these.
John, do you think they're really going to have a lot of value?
I actually do. I
like,
really think
like what are you thinking?
I'm thinking. I guess when I say a lot of value, I'm thinking like 100 to 150, which I feel like is a lot.
I'm thinking they're going to be like $30.
$50 down the road.
Really?
I say 35 tops.
Like 2 years from now, John. 2 years from now. I think Jack-o'-lantern, the Jack-o'-lantern one probably will be the most expensive. I bet you. I know. That's my prediction. I think Jack-o'-lantern.
I feel like the mascot things, they don't do, you know.
I think it hits home with a lot of different people as far as Halloween. Like it's not just you know.
Listen, I don't think that you're wrong on as far as that. I think there's some great, like I think they did some great characters like 3, 4, 5 years ago that are great original characters like Diablo, and like you could go down the line of some really cool ones.
True.
They hold next to no value whatsoever. I think these will get a little bit more play, like if they're numbered, which I don't believe any of these are going to be numbered, but
1,000, the glow ones, these ones at the booth, or 1,000.
Okay. These are numbered.
Yeah, these are the numbered ones. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
If they weren't numbered and they were just regular con pops, they'd be like $20. Yeah.
Okay, so numbered. Okay, that's on me. So numbered, I would say.
I was like, I think that was a little harsh.
No, maybe not. Yeah, no, I don't think 35. Not for 1,000 piece, but I don't. I'm thinking under 100 still. I would say 60 to $65, but I think people will pay 125 out the gate.
I could see these. All right, so I can kind of get behind that. I could see these fluctuating and hitting like a peak of 100 to 150 around the spooky season, and then because you know how like the holiday pops do that, like they ramp up for the holidays and they drop and then they ramp up again. You know, it's like just they're very cyclical with the holidays. So I could see that, but I mean 1,000 pieces, all unique, and they glow. I think the glow is what brings it for me over that $100 threshold, because people, I think hands down, and you guys can agree with me or disagree with me, but I think glow is hands down the variant that people love the most out of
I think people do. For me, I like the flocked more than glow. Personally.
Well, that's
like
I was
SDCC,
talking about everybody. I wasn't talking about you, Ben.
Yeah, no, I mean me personally, I don't like the glow because I gotta sit there and hold a flashlight on it, and then I gotta get my 2 seconds of money worth, and then do it again. That's why I don't like the glow as much. For me, SDCC this year were the best mascots that I feel like they ever did. Like I didn't think that those could be top. I really like these, but I feel like these are just maybe one step under that. I thought I love the theming of SA.
I actually feel the opposite. Maybe that's just because Joanna and I like Halloween is like our day. I think these are way better than that.
Are you saying?
Did you mute yourself?
Oh. You muted yourself.
I think he muted himself. Need the biddies though. Definitely need the biddies. Vince, you gotta fix your. Did it die?
The mic isn't connected. Did you undo your mic?
Oh, all right. We lost Vince. Vince. Anyway, we need the biddies though, 100%. The biddies are. I actually think the biddies are going to be harder to get.
Yeah, I think they will be.
Because I think people are going to put these biddies behind like a $200 paywall, and it's going to be tough to pry these out of people's hands because they're going to know that they're limited, and this is the only way that you can get those. And I know not everybody collects the biddies, but we collect the biddies, and I just think that it's super cute the way they did these, and the fact that they're con only and everything. I think they're gonna be tough to get.
I think the mascots too. People might choose one they really like.
Right,
Like they're not gonna probably go after all 4. Some people might, but all right. So I looked up the bears, just for example. The bears 850 piece from Fun Days was it's going for $70 right now.
Did we get Vince back? Oh no, we didn't get Vince back. No.
Let's see. I'll mute his mic. And you muted his mic. I think he lost his mic.
Oh, we lost him. We lost his mic. Anyway, you were saying the flocked bears.
Muted now. But yeah, the bear from Fun Days, the actual mascot, is going for PPG of 70 right now.
70. Okay, so
they pulled it the other day.
Oh, there you go. What were you saying while you were you muted yourself?
Oh, I said I love the biddies.
I mean,
but who's going to open these? Are these going to get opened by anybody?
We're going to open them. So Joanna and I already decided we're going to open them, which is kind of a bummer because the sticker is on the box, and I wish they made like a biddy 1,000-piece sticker for each pop. Because once these get opened, that just makes all the other ones that are sealed rise in value.
That's what I'm saying. I think most people won't open these.
We're still trying to get the ones from San Diego Comic-Con, but we I guess like Joanna and I feel different. We feel differently on like certain things, but like she loves collecting the biddies and she likes putting them out on display. And I guess I don't know. I like what they are, and I don't know. I like seeing her happy. So I'm fine with opening these because like I don't see the point in putting these in like a protector, and like I'm not trying to hold on to these for value. And I don't know. I'd rather get the joy of opening them and like playing with them and like displaying them a little bit than like, you know, putting them away and being like, oh, this is gonna be worth like $150 down the road. Maybe we'll need to sell it. Like I don't anticipate. Not that we like buy something with the thought of selling it. It's just they're biddies. Like I feel like they're just meant to be out. You know, they're meant to be displayed, played around with, whatever. So
I don't know what I would do.
I'm sure everybody has different. Mr. Venom says I wouldn't open them. Gerald says you don't need to open them
because I mean I kind of just man, I don't know. If I end up with these, I don't know what I'll do.
Well, we thought like when we got the Fun on the Run ones, she was like, "Oh, should we open these?" And we like thought for a minute, and I was like, "Oh, maybe these will have a little bit of value," but like, I don't know. I guess we're just blessed with pops because like pops, you can take them out and you can appreciate the figure and you can put it back in, you know, and like you can enjoy it from multiple perspectives. Same thing with sodas. That's why I think sodas have a lot more potential for longevity because you can open it and display it and then put it back in the can. So this is a unique product where once you open it, there's no turning back. You can't like reseal it. Yeah, exactly. So
I never opened any of my Pez.
Yeah, Lewis disagrees. Yeah, so this is gonna be one of those things. Like, do you open it or not open it? But guys, keep in mind, there's people that collect sodas that don't open them, and that blows my mind. Like people collect sealed sodas and they never take out the figure. They never know if they have a common or the shade. Like that blows my mind. So everybody collects in their own unique ways, which I think is fantastic.
So I just looked up all the mascots while you guys were talking about if you want to open your biddies or not. So I looked up
about biddies and you checked it out.
The wolves were 65 for the flocked one. I saw the lumberjacks were 50 and the eagles flocked was 37.
Oh my god!
And I think I'm going to be close with these. Going to be 50 to.
What were those limited 70. To? Were those the 850 piece ones?
Yeah, 850 piece one.
Oh my god! And that the Eagles one is $37.
I think what's going to happen with this is these are also all going to be non-glow in this box. If you're talking about 20 to 24,000, you're talking about whatever 6,000 each of these being in the boxes. Some people don't need the glow; they'll just be happy with having the character.
Especially that's kind of my point. I think glow is the worst. I get why people like the glow because I think you can have cool displays and do that kind of thing, but I think it's actually the worst when they have a common, figure as well, is just because it's not going to look any different at all.
don't get into FOMO with these during the con. That's all I can say.
Oh, Anthony got each one of them for no more than $40. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Maybe your original estimate was correct, Vince. I might stand corrected on that.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. I just think these are really cool. I guess when I think something is unique and cool, maybe I overestimate what it's gonna be. But then there's other things that I'm like, I'm not really into that. And then it's like, $500.
No, you're right. And sometimes
it's hard to gauge, and I feel like it's good and it's bad. Like there's so many new collectors in the community, and everybody likes different things. So now it's kind of like, which makes it more fun. It's like, oh wow, that's expensive and that's not. That's why I feel like a lot of people watch the speculation videos and they like hearing what the values are and stuff like that. So it just makes the community more interesting.
So another great example was I think you got a couple of these, Vince. You got a couple of the Bigfoots. I didn't get any yet.
I love the Bigfoot.
So, but the weird thing is, I love all the Bigfoots look good, but I thought the worst looking one was the blacklight one. I wasn't into the blacklight one.
Yeah,
that one is $220.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the rest are like that $80 to $100 range.
Even though they're numbered the same too, right?
Yeah.
It was $850 on that too.
Maybe they didn't give them out and they sold them. Did anyone?
You know
buy
what it
them
is? It's people see blacklight and they just associate that, I think, with
more limited or something. Yeah.
Maybe there's just I didn't get that either. I seen that. I didn't like the blacklight one. I love my blue and white one back there.
All right.
Funko Fury. Oh yeah, this pissed me off.
I'll buy these. When are these coming out?
Yeah, this pissed me off. Do you have the Balin Skull soda on here too?
I don't think I put that on here because I wasn't part of it.
Yeah, these were so good.
Listen, guys, these are not coming out. They look too good, and they look like they will. These are done by Chase Chaser.
Yeah,
Chase Chaser's logo.
He does a really good job, but he's got to put like your first slide needs to be like a custom warning.
I know. Well, I put his little logo at the bottom.
I know. But this Captain America, man, holy crud muffins.
And even Slappy looks great, like Slappy Goosebumps. These are the kind of unique things that can be out there too. Like Captain America looks great, but Slappy's such a unique thing. Perfect for Halloween. Perfect for timing.
But what's scary is the fact that these the concepts and like there's a lot of concept pages that are popping up, and I feel like the concept pages are gaining traction because like Funko's not making the things that are worthy of that traction. And if you break this down, these chases, like I'm sure you look at them and your first instance is to go, oh, when is this coming out? Because like Cap is just unmasked and he doesn't have his shield as the chase. Like that's very basic and right in Funko's wheelhouse. Same with Slappy, same mold, just different facial expression, different hair, and a different suit. Once again, like also in Funko's realm, in Funko's wheelhouse of stuff that they produce at that level. So that's why I think that, these pages, and there's a lot of them out there and they all do great work, but they're gaining followers and they're gaining traction because I feel like they're actually designing characters and stuff that people want to see in collectible format. So don't kill me with the new Star Wars concepts. I know that the Batman soda too. Oh my god. Yeah. So freaking cool.
Batman, and then planes, trains, and automobiles, like such a unique kind of idea. Things like this, I'm glad people do concepts like this, like Chase Chaser, and there's several others that do some great concept stuff that we've talked about we want to see, or just done better than Funko has.
Actually, Chase Chaser, you owe me 42 minutes of my life back because I saw this soda concept and then I went and watched a 42-minute documentary on Kevin Conroy's life right after the soda because I missed it so much. It was so good. I was on the borderline of tears. Oh. I was in the bathroom watching it during my lunch break and I was on the borderline of tears. Like
you spent 40 minutes in the bathroom.
It's Chase Chaser's fault.
Hey, that's impressive. Yeah.
Well, I wasn't going to leave until the documentary was over. I had to watch it.
I have a lot of questions. I'm not going to ask you them right now, but.
All right.
Anna says, is the Chase Chaser custom Captain America from the first Avengers film? No, it is Captain America from the second film, The Winter Soldier. So Conroy is the GOAT. Amen.
All right. This week we had Jurassic Park drop from NFTs, and I wanted to put this because this time they did it right. They didn't try to make them equal. They did 45,000, still a lot, standard pack, 15,000 premium packs. They did sell out of the premium pack, which is pretty awesome because they're $30 each. That's the same amount as the standard. If you think there's 45, if you divide them, like, because a premium pack really equals 3 standard packs. That's how you look at it.
I heard a lot of people say that, NFTs are dead because they haven't been selling out. Guys, like, this is smart on Funko's part. Why sell out? Put out 45,000 standard packs. When only half of them sell, they still sold more. Like if they would have done what they typically do, usually they go 15,000 premium, 15,000 standard. So they sold 24,000 standard and 15,000 premium. That's a pretty good pretty good drop for them, I think.
I thought they would do, like, I think what they need to do is premium 15 and like standard maybe like 30 if they're gonna do something like this with popular lines.
Well, what do they care? Like, why do they want to sell out? Why not put out more? Like, what does it hurt?
They don't care if they sell out. If they sell out, then good for them. If they don't,
that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Why not put a crazy amount? Whatever sell. Why even put any amount? I guess.
I think one thing that could happen though, if they do put too crazy of amount, then the packs go so low in the secondary market and they scare people away from buying them. Because really, people that buy them also.
Yeah, but you got to think that the hype would be already there if so many sold. Like, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's got to meet the demand at some point. Like, there's got to be. I don't know. I don't see a problem with them. I thought this was a crazy amount of packs to put out there to begin with. I knew there was no chance that I don't care how popular it was, they weren't going to sell 45,000. But man, they sold. I'm surprised to see they sold.
I'm surprised they sold out of the premium packs. Like, that's what I'm really surprised about.
Yeah,
I mean, those are the most expensive ones. I will say I do want. Like, I didn't buy any off the drop. I was like, I'll wait and see how they do on the secondary market and maybe buy some stuff because I'm not. Only thing I really like is actually the mosquito and the amber. Weirdly, I like that one, and that one's the Grail, of course.
Yeah, so, I do kind of love that one.
Like, other than that, like the Freddy, I might go buy the stuff off of, or just buy it outright when the royalty hits and people put it out there for redeemable stuff like that. But
yeah,
I just want to kind of bring up because it's Funko news for this week, and definitely a drop from them. John, are you wanting to get any of these pops for your collection?
I need to pause life for a minute. I need to pause everything going on in life. I know that Anna might not be the same age as us. I'm guessing that she's younger than us. I think she mentioned something about school a couple of times over the last few months, but she just referred to one of the MCU films as old. She hasn't seen the old MCU films in a long time. And my soul just left my body for a quick second. I know I'm going to be 30 in a few months, but oh my God.
Welcome to the club, buddy. Because you know what? I was watching Iron Man tonight. Iron Man came out in 2008, the year that my son was born. So, and he's in high school now at this point. So, we are all old now officially, and welcome
for the sake of our sanity. If you're going to talk about those, maybe you could say Phase 1 MCU. Right. Phase
Jurassic
1
Park came out in 1993, but for example,
I was born.
This one here, 1993. So if you want to talk about classic movies, right here, this is like a Turner TMC classic movie, right?
Yeah, this came out when I was 15.
Yeah. No, Anna, I'm just being extra and I'm overreacting. I just saw that and I was like, wow, okay, we're at that point, 2023. But there has been a lot of Marvel stuff. It has been around for 15 years, so I get it. Like, Vince's kid is the same age as Iron Man, so it makes sense. Yeah. Back to Jurassic Park. No, I will not be getting any of these.
Listen, John's as old as Jurassic Park.
That's true. That's true. I am.
Is this one of the only Freddy's with a sideway box?
Probably. And
I don't think I know
it
of any other Freddy with a box like that.
didn't really interest me at all. Just I'm kind of
Freddied out for a little bit.
No, I'm not Freddied out. I'm Freddied out when it comes to simple head swaps. And I even made an executive decision. I don't think I'm even gonna get the Chewbacca Freddy that I
You know what? And
We
most
talked
of
about
these
that a
haven't
little
been a
bit.
simple head swap. That's the weird thing. Like the NFTs have had some of the best Freddys.
Yeah, they really
Yeah,
have. So I
easily.
think they I think I'm going to be going back and trying to pick up like a few of the Freddys with like actually I want to pull I don't know if I can do that. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to do this cuz I got to show off this Freddy that nobody wanted when it came out, and I feel like now it's getting appreciation and traction, and you guys will see in just a second because it's got such an amazing mold, and of course it happens to be in the bottom row. But nobody wanted this. This thing was super cheap. I got this for like
just
$40.
$6,000 worth of Freddy's there.
Like, look at this guy.
That is
the
a great
purple alien Freddy.
Yeah, I love all the space Freddy.
Like limited to 450 pieces. I'm gonna make everybody else freak out a little bit. I'm gonna take it out of the box. I paid like $30 or I don't know, $40, whatever I paid for this thing. Nobody wanted this when this came out in 2018. But you can't even appreciate all of this, like this entire Freddy, without taking it out of the box.
Here,
You can't see his antenna unless you take it out of the box. Like, how amazing.
Yes, that's not just a head swap.
Yeah, this is absolute. This is fire. His antenna have the eyes, different color crown, different color hair. Like he's got the jetpack too. Like this is so cool, and it makes me appreciate the older Freddys so much. And I look at some of the newer Freddys now, and I'm like, what are they doing? Like, come on! Like, there's no reason why Chewbacca's face shouldn't have been brown with the freckles and flocked. That I would have paid.
Yoda.
Yeah, exactly. Like the Yoda.
You know what Yoda would have looked like if they just put a Freddy head on it? It would have been stupid.
Yeah, like Yoda. Like
with that stupid word. Yeah, look at
how amazing. So amazing. So no, I like if I could like if this Freddy was out of box, I'll be honest, this Jurassic Park one, I wouldn't know who that was. I wouldn't know who it was.
Because it came out in 1993.
No, like I know it's Jeff Goldblum's character from Jurassic Park, but I'm just saying, like, what is my wife doing in the? Oh my, is she selling stuff?
What is it? Open box, 30% off.
They're all for sale. We do need a house, so maybe one or two of them, but definitely not all of them, and definitely not
open box discount. I like that. I
gotta somehow put this wall back together. Oh, this is stupid. We have to talk about this.
Yes, this is crazy. I got some packs I can open if you guys want.
The fact that this dude is charging shipping just grinds my gears to a whole new level.
So this is one of the cards that's not here. So the cards on the right, I believe, are all Reese O'Brien's art prints that he did for this line. But the one that's selling is a Benjamin Butcher 1-of-1 artist sketch card. It actually has 37 bids, 3 days left, and $10,100 right now. Plus $9.35 shipping. You know, you had to add that $9.35 in. $10,000 for this art card. Is that insane?
Yeah, Jess, that is 100% insane.
Like, I don't know. I wonder. I'll be really curious about some of these. So.
Yeah, I mean, anything 1-of-1, and you got people got money to burn, and God bless, I
mean, they really like Spider-Man. Maybe they really like Benjamin Butcher.
These are super cool. I mean, man, I love these.
All these look great. I think Reese O'Brien posted this one with all these that he did for that line. That means these have been in the works for a while too. Then, if all these sketch cards were out there, and I wonder with the other ones how many Like this is a 1-of-1. How many different 1-of-1s are out there too? That is the question, I guess. That I don't think there's any answer out there for those. Like Upper Deck, because I keep seeing the packs everywhere. Like more and more now. More places are getting them. More things are going on. So, but these look great. The sketch cards, if these were the actual cards, what they look like, even if these were the original sketches, and then they had like these as like
these I would have
prints,
bought. I would have bought some of these if this is.
These would have been so much better. No, that's 10,000 for one card, Aussie, Pop and Paul. That one card there is 10,000. These are just other examples of them. One card is 10,000.
Yeah, that's a good point. A lot of people are saying the top bidder has zero feedback, so
yeah,
not a good sign. Probably a fake bidder. These are cool. I'll give them that.
I wonder what the other bids were though. Like how much has it been bid up? I'm curious. 11 bidders,
37 bids, but
37 bids.
I don't know. I don't trust. There's so much shill bidding going on eBay.
Especially when you start talking at this level. But yeah, I mean, you got 11 bidders. I mean, it's still.
I could easily see like going for like, if it went for like $2 or $3 grand, I think that's more reasonable. Now it's going to 10 grand. I don't know.
Yeah, it's Spider-Man though. 1-of-1. People associate 1-of-1 with. Listen, people have money out there. Think about it. Like $10,000 to some people is like $100 to me and you. You know what I mean? It's just that's unfortunately the way that the world is. There's people that have that kind of money. Like, would you pay $100 for it? I would all day long for a 1-of-1. And
the new top bidder has 71 reviews. So
yeah, see. I'm not surprised, but I mean,
if someone has the money and really wants it,
yeah, I'm not surprised at all. People pay more than that. Look at how much some of these cards go for. You're talking 100,000, 500,000, $1 million,
$2 million, $2 million 1-of-1 card. I mean,
like I said, it's all relative. Unfortunately, it's all relative. To some people, $1 million is like $10 to us. I mean, it's just. Great for them. I'll never have it, but it's cool. Cool for me. Cool to see other people have it. I won't have any 1-of-1s.
I don't need any 1-of-1s. I don't want any 1-of-1s.
Yeah, I'm okay. My life's pretty good. I'm all right. I don't need any 1-of-1s.
Yeah, I definitely am very skeptical of that being a real bidding situation. And I think that goes back to what you were saying about eBay. I don't think that Funko partnering with eBay is the best thing, because I think eBay
Funko was forced to partner with eBay because some of the investors from that bought into Funko a 25% stake. So true. I think they kind of were like, "Yeah, you are partnering with us."
Fair enough.
I don't think there was a question on that one.
Yeah, I just think that eBay has such a bad reputation amongst Funko collectors. Like, it's just hard for us to. I don't know. It's just hard for us to trust the site. I don't know. I mean, there's still a lot of very good sellers on there, a lot of, legit auctions happening. But when you see something like that, like, I'm very skeptical.
Yeah, do you think that's really, I don't think that's that crazy. I really don't. 10,000 for a 1-of-1. It's not.
No, listen, not when you see.
I've seen people pay like 20,000, and listen, I'm saying with my own eyes, but I've seen people pay $8,000 for Freddy's on Facebook groups all the time.
Yeah,
6,000, 5,000.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's different. Like the whole like
1-of-1 piece of art, though.
But that's the thing. Like, I think you get to a certain level. Like, I personally would never. Like, if they came out with one Freddy, like let's say hypothetically, Funko said we're only going to make one hockey Freddy, and we're going to send it to Slapshotpops, like, whatever, like that, some hypothetical situation in some weird multiverse, right? And everybody's really upset because they're like, how come I can't have a hockey Freddy? Or why is there only one? Or why does he get it? He's not even that great, and then let's say I decide to sell that Freddy. I go, well, I'm the only one who has it, and I own the market. I control all the stock. I'm going to sell it for $25,000. And let's say one of those people that you're talking about, Vince, comes out and says, yeah, I'll give you $25,000
Okay.
for it.
I'm playing
It's
your
the
scenario.
It's
Okay.
the only one. The issue is that Funko could just make another version of it that's limited to like 50,000. And yes, that one is one of one. But I think that collectibles, and I see this happening, unfortunately, a lot in the designer toy game when there's all these one of ones, like you don't get the opportunity to share in the excitement and joy of owning something
Yeah.
that at least a few other people own. And that's where I think Funko can thrive and cause excitement. And that's why like the 24 piece thing was a huge hype, right? Because there's only like 24 pieces of it, but there's multiple people that can own it. The lower piece count it gets, the more people that can't buy into it because it's just so rare and it's so limited. So anytime I hear the word one of one, that's just an opportunity for someone to make something very similar to that. And it just, I don't know. I don't think one of ones are really that great. I think it's just, I don't want to own a one of one.
Yeah, no, John, I'm right there with you. Like, do I need to? No, I have no desire. I wouldn't pay for it. I wouldn't do that. But the people that are spending that kind of money, it's for 100% the reason what you just said. They want to say that they own a one-on-one. And listen, at least a piece of artwork like that, that is a one-on-one. Even if he sketched another one, you're not going to have every stroke look the exact same as that's on that upper deck card. So I get it. I understand why people want that, especially people that have money. That if you could just go buy anything that you want, what is something that is hard to attain? Something that's hard to attain is something that there's only one of, right? If people have money to drop on a $10,000 on a card, like, or on anything, a car, like, I don't have a desire to get a Lamborghini. Guess why? I'll never spend that kind of money ever. I don't care if it was a whatever. I just have no desire to do that. Other people might want to, though, and God bless them. I mean, if they got the money to do it, it's all relative, like I said. And I don't think I mean, if it sold for 15,000, I would not be surprised. I don't think it's a crazy amount.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess the other part of it too is and I'm sure you guys can, kind of get this take from the kind of videos that I like to make. Is I'm very analytical of certain things, especially when it comes to market value. What something is worth is what somebody is willing to pay for it. And I feel like you can't accurately attach a true value to something that is one of one because you don't allow that item to fluctuate downward in price. It never has an opportunity to go downward because somebody sells that one of one, like this card set, right? Someone's going to sell this. Let's say it goes for $22,000. The person that owns that and then keeps it, let's say they keep it for like 3 months. They're not going to not sell it for less than $22,000 when you have at least, I would say 10 is like the minimum of an item that you could have. So that way you release it into the marketplace. There's 10 different people that get to own it. There's 10 different people that get to decide, I'm going to sell this. I'm going to keep mine. Mine is going to get destroyed in the mail and I have no control over that. And that makes all the other ones go up. Like there's all these other factors that never get put into play when you have a one of one.
Yeah, but Jen, it's the true definition of value. It's whatever somebody's willing to pay for it. Like I agree with what you're saying. Like if you have 100 of something, you're going to take the average. There's some that are going to sell for one amount, some that are going to sell at the high, and some are going to sell in the middle. A one-on-one sells for 10,000 today. Yes, maybe somebody won't sell it for less than 10,000, but guess what? They might never sell it because you might not find ever another person that will buy it. And if you get to a position that you got to sell it and it sells for 5,000, guess what the value of it is? 5,000.
It's now 5,000. But what you just said really quick, the person decides to never sell it. Well, then the game is over. There's no excitement. There's no joy in collecting. And that's where I think that some of these other communities where it's like they're just hyping up the one of one. Well, if somebody who's a true collector gets that piece and decides, like that hockey Freddy that I just mentioned, like
game over, and it doesn't go.
It's game over. I'm never gonna sell it. I'll be like, sweet, thank you, Funko. This is mine.
Perfect example. If that hockey Freddy, okay, you get it, but the difference between you getting a house next year is whether you sell it or not. I will guarantee you that Freddy is out the door because there are other things that you're going to value
True.
a lot more than that hockey Freddy. And anybody that is opening packs to pull that 1-1 with that like pie in the sky type of thing. Listen, I'm a true collector. If I got that Captain America that I saw on the page that Josh had, like I would be over the moon. But if somebody offered me 10 grand for it, Cap, I love you, brother.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry. There's just no way. And we've said this before. Like when the 2-pack came up, if we pulled the 2-pack, which one called Willy Wonka 2-pack, whatever, that'll probably never go into mystery box, but whatever. Besides the point, if I ever got that thing, would I keep it? Man, listen, I like Funko stuff. You see what's going on back here? But again, it's what do I value it at that? No, I don't even want to own something like that. I have no interest in it. So I get where you're coming from. It's not. Listen, I'm not opening 1,000 packs to try to pull a 1-on-1 because I don't have fun doing. That's not fun for me. I have fun doing other stuff. But if people want to do that, God bless. And if they hit something cool, that's awesome. And if people want to spend 10, 15 grand on it, all the more power to those people. But yeah, it's definitely not.
But I also think those people that you're talking about, I would classify them as the 2%, the 1%, like people that have that much disposable income. And Chris, I agree with what you said. At a certain point, it becomes an investment and it's not a hobby. But that very small percentage of people that can throw down that much money on non-essential items, something they don't need to live, that is not the category that we are in. And that's why if we were ever given one of those items, yes, if it's that or a house or that or a new car or that or paying off your
that's
student loans,
life-changing for us.
it's life-changing. Exactly.
Right.
It's just I wouldn't want to own anything. Listen, like
I'm not trying to. I love having discussions like this, but
it's great.
Yeah, and I like what you're saying. I mean, you're basically kind of what you're saying right now is like it's kind of false, like hype.
It's a false market. That's all.
It's a false market, which I don't disagree such a small percentage of people that could play in that.
Right.
And really, that's what it's for, though. They put those in card boxes like the Charizards and all the other stuff and all these things. It's because, and really, we open mystery boxes. Like it's the same kind of deal. It's like that 1 in a million chance, or that 1 in 100 chance, or that 1 in 20 chance of you pulling something that could be altering. Now, life altering, maybe not on our scale. For other people, it might be for in other things. So. I get it. I mean, I get the whole thing behind it. I get why they do it, but
and Vince, like as a true collector, like I am, running into a challenge that I'm gonna have to face, as early as next year. Like this pop, one of them sold for $20,000 recently. This is the 24-piece orange shirt Charlie Brown. I bought this for $600. $20,000 is life changing, but. Like as a true collector, like there's just so much work and sweat and hustle and grind that went into owning this piece. And, I don't think we're far off from a couple years down the road seeing multiple pops selling for 6 figures, and then it's going to get to a point where it's like, well, I almost have to sell it because we could put this money to, XYZ good use, so
I think you should look at it though the way that you look at all of your stuff. Like, and I do the same thing. Like a year ago, I had maybe 42 Batman pops. Like, I'm not even exaggerating right now. I probably have 42 Batman pops. As we sit today, I probably have 20 Batman pops or 15 Batman pops. Is it because I hate Batman now? No. It's because guess what? My collection is not shrunk either. Like we've made the collection even bigger than where it was probably a year ago. But I've shifted. You shift. Listen, I love Charlie Brown. You love Charlie Brown. You love Freddy. Yeah. So that's a great Freddy. But when you start talking 20 grand, listen, I'm kind of with Joanna a little bit here. You've got to you're not selling out by selling some of your stuff. You're just because you're moving maybe some of the collection out You're making different.
Well, it's just sad to me because that's when it goes from, and that's like kind of like what Chris just said. It goes from a hobby to being an investing thing because the person who's going to buy this is going to see like, I bought this knowing that it was probably going to appreciate in value. Like, I actually saw like 2,000 to 3,000 down the road, not 20,000 to 30,000. But the person who's going to buy this that has that level of money. If I decide to sell it or if they buy another one, they're looking at it going, this is going to be worth $100,000. This is going to be worth $200,000, down the road. They're amplifying. And that's where it's an investment.
Worry about that, though.
And that's what's kind of sad because then the person who's probably likely going to buy this someday is not, or they could be, but they're probably not like a true.
John, look at it this way. This will make you feel good. And we don't have to, this will make you feel good. At some point, if that pop stops selling, it made its way to its final destination. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's the way I think you got to look at it. Yeah, somebody, listen, not some just random person's going to spend that much on a toy. Like, you're going to have some sort of collector, or that's not just looking at dollar signs. They got to at least care a little bit about the hobby to spend, they got to know a little something, I would think. And even if they don't really,
Joanna's making some excellent points, so I think we're gonna end on that note.
Yeah, we might have to.
Well, it's also like,
we'll see you, Charlie Brown.
Let's see who collects 10 of those. Like, one person going after the market on them too.
I also have 2 of these.
John, so help me, guys. I'll announce it here tonight. So that one is for sale. So
no, I did make a promise.
Offers now.
I did make a promise to the person, the lady, the super nice lady that I bought the red shirt from. I made the promise that I would not break up the set. So if I'm going to sell, I'm selling them as the 24-piece set, and it's either double or nothing. So I will not sell
40K.
I will not sell them individually. So
okay, you guys are going to have to stay tuned to see where that let's see where that ends up.
That's very true, Sam. I could do that as well. That's not a bad idea. Wow, it's been over 2 hours already.
Yeah, it's been over 2 hours. Talked a lot about New York Comic Con. Next week we don't have to talk about it all because it'll be it's all leaked and done. You never know what we're going to get around the corner. Maybe we'll get some box of fun fright. They're calling it a box of fun still, like. Box of fun Halloween.
I hope we get some box of Halloween fun announced this week.
Something in there. But you know what? It would be great though if they're really planning on doing this event and they have these 1,000-piece, big pops. Imagine if they have the 250-piece pops or 500-piece pops. They're going to throw in the at-home box now because they're not having this event.
Gosh, that sounds fantastic, but man, I don't give them enough. Oh
no, they'll be on sale for $15 at the next warehouse. So get them then. Get them.
Yeah.
But you guys want to go around the screen here, see what's coming up?
Sure.
Yeah, we can do that. So I dropped a video today looking back at last year's NYCC exclusives, and we just did the highlights for San Diego Comic-Con. I did that massive 4-video series. It was exhausting. There were so many items that dropped for San Diego Comic-Con last year. So Joanna and I made the executive decision to kind of abbreviate it into one 15-minute video. So just kind of covered all the highlights. Honestly, the pops and the sodas and the Freddies that people cared about the most. A lot of stuff didn't even fluctuate in price, which is a good point too. Like a lot of the stuff that's dropping this year, you're likely going to be able to get it for retail, including some of the con sticker pops. You'll probably won't have to shell out much money for those down the road either. So that was today's video. This weekend, well, we're doing something different for Saturday. So Joanna and I are very excited for Saturday's video, trying to spice up the content a little bit more. Well, we always like to mix things up, but we got a special video planned for Saturday. And then we're doing a little soda auction Saturday night. So if you want to come over, and we just got in a record amount of chases, which is really fun to see in our inventory right now. So we're going to do a really fun game Saturday night. And then Yeah, Joanna's actually been really busy. So if you're a patron member or a channel member, please do me a quick favor. Make sure you're paying attention to all the updates. She is going ham right now on Toys for Tots. So if you do want to, just quick reminder to everybody here, if you want to donate something to our Toys for Tots drive that we're doing, the deadline is November 1st. So you have about 5 weeks. But she's been working on something, and we got a really big announcement that I'm super amped up to tell you guys. But the time will come, and it's not tonight. So, but anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much. That's what we got for right now.
Well, we also have a big announcement that we don't really have any big announcements, and I don't have any really cool plans either. But we'll have videos this week that we haven't shot yet. So hopefully we post some cool stuff. You guys can check us out on our Saturday video that we have not filmed yet. So it's going to be a last minute thing probably this week. And then auction on Tuesday, possibly a family live this weekend or next weekend. Stay tuned. This was the worst promotion that I've done in probably the last 6 weeks. But hey, that's what I got tonight.
That's what you got.
That's it.
So I do have a big announcement. We hit 8K.
All right.
We have hit 1,000. So we hit it actually like over the weekend, but I always like to wait to be able to announce it till after everything settles. I think now we're pretty good at the point, like, you know, growth is just going to happen kind of thing. It's not like we're doing giveaways and people are just, you know, subscribing for a giveaway kind of thing. So I appreciate everyone. Thanks. I know Shannon and I are very appreciative of everyone's support and helping comment and share things and get things and like and watch the videos and everything out there. So we've gotten a lot of new subscribers, which is really awesome. A lot of new subscribers off of regular videos too, because I was like, well, I know I'm putting out shorts. I'm wondering if shorts are getting, and it's not. It's actually coming out from regular videos. So I'm really glad to see a lot of people are subscribing to the channel and checking out the channel and getting it new maybe in their notifications or YouTube feed and all that good stuff. So thank you everyone for that. And then this week, putting out a couple more shorts. And tomorrow too, we have another short coming out. And then on Saturday, we have some Mystery Girl soda boxes. Will it be our last one we ever do or not? Let's find out. Let's see what we get in these and how they do. Especially if Funko is going to keep doing these Funko soda sales. I'll just buy a bunch of sodas from the Funko shop every time they go on sale.
Yeah, why not?
Oh wait, hold on. You guys ready?
We need the music one more time.
Guys, get ready. You ready? Let's do it.
There you go, Pipsqueak.
We'll throw a little.
Wow!
We'll throw a little whoa in there for you. But thank you, Pipsqueak. Awesome. And thanks for being a member for 17 months. 17 months. That's very awesome. Uh-oh. Look at this. I think so. That was our goal. 10K. And hold on. John doesn't, get a miss out on this.
I need it. I need the sound.
Ready? I'll give John a different whoa.
Whoa!
I don't like that one.
I think that's Vince.
It does come like me. I could hear me. I thought that was me for a second.
So we have that coming up. We're gonna do several weeks now coming up. I have several weeks of mystery box battles. So I think I've gotten several, 2 groups of $60 to $100 kind of boxes for tonight to battle. So we have some good ones coming up. Some different ones we haven't done in a little while and stuff like that, like Poppin Beats and Funky Bop and a couple other people. So some new ones to try out, and then some mystery girls and all that kind of stuff to throw in there too. Plus, we have an entire box of Marvel Funko cards to open. I don't know if I'll do them as a video or do them as a live. Maybe I'll just do a fun live for Shannon and I to deal with everyone. And maybe we'll get one of those 101 cards and I can sell for 10 grand. That's what I'm
Yeah, that'd be fun. Do that
101 cards. Only reason I bought a box is because that's the only way I could get them from Hot Topic with my hot cash for half the price. half the price for those, that's worth it. Because I want the redeemable. Anyway, I want the Captain America redemption. So it's about the same cost as buying it on eBay or something like that for that. So those are good. And then next week's auction, I'm putting it together in mystery box now. It will be based off of some Marvel Grails in there. So if you're interested in finding some Marvel Grails, I'll put some more details coming up probably after the weekend. Put them up for, I think, buy now. So we're not going to auction them off or anything. Just buy it now, have them. We want to sell them out, and then we'll crack them open that night. So, but there'll be some pretty good Grails in there and some other Marvel pops, and then some other pops thrown in there too. But yeah, so you have some pretty good shots at some good stuff. Hopefully you can come out and check it out if you haven't hit that bookmarks for next week's whatnot. Yeah. So definitely a great one. I like this, Patty. Definitely great stream tonight. It was a blast as always. Appreciate everyone coming out, hanging out for a little longer, having some fun. I know Chris said he won't be able to be with us for a little while because he's going to start busy with new shows and stuff.
I think I saw he could still pop in a little bit here and there, but yeah, I know his schedule's tough. I know he's got a busy season coming up. So
yeah, maybe you'll get to see Chris again. You'll be NYCC. So
yeah, we I wish you guys were going. It's definitely not going to be as fun this year. But
you know what? If the hotel rates weren't like outrageous, I probably would.
Honestly, everything's outrageous.
Everything is, yeah.
We 1000% would not be able to go if it wasn't for everybody supporting us so much, you know, that they have this year, because the hotels through the roof, tickets, you know, I wasn't able to buy Friday tickets from the drop because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to go on Friday with my job, but we're able to squeak in Friday. So I had to buy Friday tickets off the aftermarket, which really hurt. Yeah, so everything's just more expensive this year. So
I think it's going to be a lot busier this year too. So
yeah, all the tickets, like Friday sold out, Saturday sold out, and I think Thursday there's still tickets, and I think Sunday the only tickets they have are like kids tickets. So they've sold way more tickets early on compared to last year when you could, because Josh, you got tickets pretty late last year.
I think August I got Friday, Saturday, no problem. I think Friday, Thursday, Friday. I could have got Sunday. I think the only day I couldn't get is Saturday, maybe.
Yeah.
I think everything else was available, and they all were like relatively the same price.
Yeah, but we're really excited. We got a bunch of other people that we're gonna meet up with, a couple companies, gonna go to some booths and stuff, and hopefully we'll see you guys there. So if anybody sees us at New York Comic Con, please stop us. We'd love to chat, get a picture, say hello. So right. Hey, Teresa.
You guys ready?
Oh, there we go for Teresa. Thank you, Teresa.
Thank you, Teresa. She gets the wall too.
Whoa! Wow!
You hear the Vince wall.
But thanks everyone. We had a great night tonight. It was a really good time. I think we got to talk about a lot of great stuff coming up. I think, you know, there's a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of things we're looking at. But you know what I love about this con, as we look forward to that, it's not overwhelming. I feel like it's a lot more manageable than SDCC was. And some of the
SDCC was crazy.
So I'm looking forward to that. I think a lot of people are looking forward to what's coming up. And then we'll be back on John's channel, right? John's channel? Your channel?
Is it mine or Vince?
Who was last week? Vince? Or you?
I was last week.
You were last week. It's back to Vince.
Honestly, that's how I live my life, you know?
Yeah.
So thanks everyone for coming out and hanging out with us. And we'll catch you on the next one, or we'll catch you on a whatnot, another live, a video. Who knows?
Sure.
But have a great night, everyone. We'll see you next time.